did you redeem it? Why did you redeem it? Why did you do it?
Good evening.
Why did you do this? Hello? Hello?
Hey,
Hello?
Good evening. I don't know why it started with redeem. I don't think I told it to do that. What the hell? Oh, it's the wrong one. Here, we need that.
Hello, how are you?
Oh.
I am under the water.
And it's double
help
under
me.
the water. Why is it double under the water? What happened? And I get on Star Citizen? Uh-oh. Wait a minute. I redeemed it? You redeemed it. Is this thing not... No, auto scroll paused. Now I have concerns.
it's only a game. Why you
It's
have to be
supposed to
mad?
tell me when someone redeems something, and it's not doing it. Well, good evening, fellas. What said it there? Okay, I did say it there. Why is it not showing in my list? Fine. Fine. So I did a little bit of stream maintenance. I think I got my mic fixed so that now I should be able to I should be able to mute only to Discord, right? So when I'm doing a stream with other people, I can just... Like, I can talk to the stream without talking, like, interrupting someone. And I think I fixed the redeem so I can hear it now, right? So I was able to hear it this time. I forgot that there was the music in the background of it, right? That's very funny. Hee hee hee. And I fixed one more thing, and now I don't remember what it was. But everything's very... oh, I know. I moved chat around so that I'll be able to more easily see chat while using Discord at the same time without having something blow up, so that I don't miss what y'all are saying. While like it was getting to where I was feeling like I needed a fifth monitor in front of me, and that just seemed silly. No, you do not. No, you do not. Why did you redeem it? You do not need to redeem, Kel. No redemption necessary. Well, tonight I figured some more Star Citizen. I still got to make a bunch of money. Oh,
Why did you redeem it?
additional redeem. 5 monitors would be silly, and so I'm not doing that. I just was smart. Oh yeah, and I turned down the volume on the redeem. Brought it down just a little bit. But no, I'm not actually doing the 5 monitors thing because that would be silly. I just got a little bit smarter about how I laid everything out, and hopefully the problem is solved. As it is now, my wife and I are just hanging out in Stanton. We were going to do some of these little missions. And if any of our local Star Citizens wanted to come along for some FPS, I thought that perhaps we could also go hit the data centers and prepare to try and do the worm. Although it occurs to me, you know what I could just do? I meant to just buy the worm toofs. That'll work, right, guys? Apex Valacar fangs you. 5 by 5 million each. Gimme, gimme. Oh, you're in Stanton. Cool. Today has been a brutal day of computer problems causing me hell everywhere. Total Indian web dev death, I say. Absolute 100 bazillion %, not one of them may survive. They have caused me no end of trouble. Like, my blood pressure is just coming down after like 9 hours. 9 hours. So I figured I would try and do like a nice, mellow Star Citizen stream. When I was done with my boring guy job earlier today, I thought, before stream, I'm just going to go and pop a couple more missions, make some little money dollars there. I gotta buy those fangs, right? We need our icties. And I did like 2 missions, and then the whole server went down and ate my ship. What GPU am I using? Well, no, it's not. Kel, it's not actually 5 monitors. I was lying. I'm running 3 monitors on this. And actually, so remember, there's multiple PCs, right? I've got multiple PCs. I've got 3080 Ti that runs 3 monitors. And then one of those monitors I switch back and forth between the streaming PC and the gaming PC. You use no more than 2 at work, but that's just because you have one setup where you put 2. Yeah. Well, that's on one of the PCs. I've got a 5060 Ti in the one that I'm running Star Citizen on for the extra VRAM. You see. Because there has never been a game as RAM hungry as Star Citizen. It's disgusting. It's truly unheard of. It's just not. It's unconscionable. Is it a 5060 or is it a 5080 Ti? I'll have to double check. I don't remember right this second. And I don't feel like looking. One of the two. Yes, I have a dedicated... Well, no, so I have a dedicated gaming PC, and then the streaming PC handles a bunch of other shit, right? The other thing I need to do is I need to set up Monero mining. I have not done that, and that's irresponsible of me. I should do that. EVGA Master Race, yeah. Didn't they close? Aren't they gone? Isn't that what happened?
Welcome on board. I'm Walton, your Foxwell point of contact. Everything looks good on my side, so you may proceed with your contract. Shields offline.
Oh yeah, and by this chat placement is so much fucking better. They're not closed, they just don't make anything anymore. Okay, well yeah, that's closed enough. A gigabyte stan. That's been a while. I'm really looking forward to whatever the next big invention in chip production is, you know? Because it's going to be really cool, you know? God damn it. I saw on Twitter, Doom had posted something about Unreal Engine 6 coming up. And, you know, it's probably going to be dog shit. They're probably not going to optimize anything. It's probably going to suck. But imagine if it was nice. Like if we actually got Unreal Engine 6 and it was solid. Wouldn't that be cool? Like a good engine? Can you imagine if somebody actually made a good engine for modern gaming? And then all these devs could just port their stuff over? That was not the red phone. Bow, bow, bow. Gabe and his love. We had that. It's called Source. Yeah. Well, and actually, there was some news about that not long ago. They were talking about... here, it might help if I dropped out of Quantum. They were talking about whatever the next gen Source engine stuff is, and they're making it open so that everybody can develop with it. And that may also kind of fix gaming, you know? Hell yeah, good catch, honey. Oh, I see boys accumulating. NVIDIA's adding new path tracing to Godot. I don't actually know what that even means, you know? Like, what does it even... All of NVIDIA's supposed advancements have felt so fucking goofy. And maybe, you know, maybe I just don't know how to run it right. Maybe there's a way to make it cool. But... It's all seemed so fucking jank. You started the Consolidation of Philosophy today. As a composition, or is this something somebody else already wrote? See, I don't know what Godot is. And I don't know what the Consolation of... I said Consolidation of Philosophy, which also sounds pretty cool, like useful. But Consolation of Philosophy is probably also like that's the title of a good thing. Where should you go to get close to your... I'm outside of ArcCorp. I'm around ArcCorp. And I guess I should invite you too, huh? One invite coming right up. And Zenta 2, why not? Oh, of course, they're not close enough. You are. Get hammered, loser. Nah, have him fight his way around. No. No, this game does no one any favors, and so you have to... You gotta help your bros in this game. Godot is an open source graphics engine that most people switched from Unity when Unity got weird. Okay. Well, that's cool. Is that the new the new thing from the Source guys? Because I remember reading something about this, whatever the Steam engine was, that Gaben had just been like, fuck it. Make it open source, put it everywhere. Let's go. Is it that the name of it? Oh, you spent an absurd amount of money upgrading your Cutlass. Did you insure it? Don't forget to insure your loadout, sir. Please. All right, well, I see you guys in stream chat. I'll go ahead and let's see what we got. We'll turn on the where to go Discord audio. Pow. Nope. Wait a minute. I might still be screwed up. Where's my audio? No, the audio's there. There we go. Pestness indeed, sir. Hello.
Very good.
Good evening.
Good evening.
I realized I have some of the Foxwell Orange missions showing up finally that I can actually do. Valve does undate source, but the only company outside of Valve that has a source license is the Titanfall guys. No, then this is a new thing then. This is some fucking... It was Gamer News like 10 days ago that they were going to just be open sourcing. What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? Is it somebody's Perseus, maybe? Doesn't
What is
look
going
like a
on?
Perseus.
Your audio's weird. I don't know if it's me or not.
Uh-oh. Weird like what?
Like a popping sound.
A bunch of popping?
I'm not hearing anything.
Okay.
Oh, no, it's me. I just got to figure out. Maybe it's Star Citizen. You know?
Oh, could be. Could be. Nice. My greatest weapon remains my hull.
Yep, it was. I was alt tabbed out of Star Citizen, and that is what was causing it. That's fucking weird.
It is weird.
New levels of weird shit.
It is nonstop. Nonstop new weird shit. There we go. Contract complete. Complete.
Contract complete. Initiating your payment now.
Zenta, sir, are you up to anything clever?
I am moving cargo.
Ooh.
I just got my member rank with Kovalex.
Nice, nice, nice. No, my Codius, I don't think it was the new operating system. Oh, here, let me try this. So I'm gonna just talk to stream, but not Discord. So now nope, that didn't work right. Son of a bitch. I'm not sure what, I don't know, I'm gonna have to go back and forth it some more. Muted there? Am I muted on stream still? Okay. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. What is this? No, that's the right mix. What if I just... No, the tap still does that. Okay, well... Back to the drawing board on the selective mute, I suppose. These things happen. Saw there was a giant explosion in Boston today. Don't know what the fuck that's about.
There was what?
Apparently, somebody blew something up real big in the Boston area today.
That's kind of rude.
It is rude. Probably no good. Sharing. Did Hunt, did you make it nearby or are you far away?
Yep, I'm
Okay.
only a few kilometers away.
All right, well then here, let me get the doors open. You can
I can EVA. Actually, oh shit. You know what? Damn it. Because I bed logged in this. I'll just follow you right now.
Oh, okay.
Because I can't land in here and I don't want to just leave it out here probably.
Right.
I don't know how much that would cost in insurance.
It's true. And you know what?
That'd be
We're in
great.
Stanton, so it should be your fuel should hold up a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, just don't get blown up.
You're saying it was a meteor that entered near Boston?
A meteor?
Yeah,
That's
'cause people
interesting.
are saying, they're just looking on X, are saying they felt a sonic boom.
Come on, we got meteors in Boston.
That's
That-
pretty cool, actually.
Seems very unlikely. Oh, my beautiful
Possible.
wife, perhaps an energy drink. Very good. Like what in Chelyabinsk? Maybe. I mean, obviously it's possible. You know, it could happen. That could really be it. It could really be. However, seems far more likely that somebody just blew some shit up.
With a meteor.
With a meteor.
Yeah, that's a possibility too.
I suppose. I hope no dash cam footage. That's weird. You'd think there'd be a bunch of that. I mean, it's Boston, for fuck's sake. There's a bunch of people out there. Look, I mean, just the whole Northeast would have seen Meteor, wouldn't they?
Yeah, there should be footage. You know, I mean, that's hard to miss.
Yeah.
It's
there's-
pretty distinctive.
You'd imagine.
If there's not footage, then it's time to be very suspicious
Was
because
it a fucking
somebody's.
stealth meteor?
Yeah, no, there's no. Yeah, exactly. There's no such thing. So somebody either caught it, or we should be like, no, I don't believe that explanation.
Oh,
But
maybe.
there's certainly got to be some fucking footage.
I have mild to mid concerns about how much they're talking about space alien disclosure stuff recently. I just don't need actual interstellar war right this second, you know?
You know,
Yeah, our
I
space
actually
was
would
so
be totally
buggy.
fine with that. Let's get it over with, you know?
Yeah, all right. Maybe. Maybe we can get it over with.
I mean, I would hate to be dead before something like that did happen, so if we're gonna fight the aliens, I'm ready.
Mycodius says, in the sense that aliens are real, or in the sense that it's smoke and mirrors for something else? Well, either way, it's not good news. You know, at the very least, it's annoying, right? Nice. I know what the Order of Xenos would do. Yeah, of course. And I mean, look, the right thing is the right thing, but it doesn't mean that I want to fucking do it myself right this second. I don't have. I am lacking, exterminatus weaponry. I just don't have it.
There's a spot. Okay. I'm just gonna go over to this station and drop off my ship.
All right, Dan. Well, we'll get some. We could get some formation flying going sometimes.
Well, do you think it's worth doing, or is it just gonna be more pain in the ass than it's worth?
Well,
Probably
if
for
you
these
want to fly your
missions,
ship, it's a pretty cool ship.
All right,
know.
what's the odds of getting fucked up?
Pretty high. I mean, if
Yeah.
if the hammerhead finds you, it will shred you pretty quick.
Yeah, maybe I want to get good at flying on things that are less high risk.
Sure, totally valid.
Because I still haven't set up my stick to my liking. I really need to do a lot of remapping. I'm
Oh,
just
you
not
gotta do
happy
this
with
thing.
it.
Man, I was fooling with the Xbox controller yesterday. And just like, once I'm in the seat, it might be really comfy if I can figure out, like, how to set this up in a way. Here, sharing. How to set this up in a way where, I can navigate around simple shit with
Yeah.
the Xbox controller.
Let's get you swamped with contracts.
And unfortunately, there just doesn't seem to be like simple shit settings. Like even on the default settings, it's all the most complicated, weird ass
It really is. The full keybind list is so gargantuan. I don't think I've
Yeah.
ever seen a game with more.
No.
Even Arma doesn't compare.
There's a lot. And then
And Arma's pretty bad.
sure. Well, there's just so much you can do, you know. But then
And you need a fucking numpad for Arma. Specifically, you have to have a numpad. It's like what?
nice. I do like a full keyboard. I don't know why people well, I know I do know why, but like sure. You know, but it still seems like I should be able to set up the Xbox controller to like
Mhm.
I need to switch in
Do
and
the
out of
basics.
nav mode. I need to roll
Yeah.
left, right. I need to look, and I need to I need look, move, roll, in and out of quantum, and then I need
absolute minimum.
to be able to pull up my mobile glass, and that's fine. And that'd be enough. And then I could like I could be a leaned back gamer and just bop around for 12 hours. Like I could I have one of those gamer chairs that reclines. I can recline the gamer chair.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like maximum
nice.
comfort as we mass murder for hours on end. Are there any fellow astrologers who can advise as to whether uploading content on the Void of the Moon determines future work rather than the upload itself, or is it fine after the fact?
I have success with that, but only if asparagus is in retrograde at the moment.
So
what about Ophiuchus?
Ophiuchus?
Yeah. It's spelled like, it looks like it would be pronounced Ophiuchus, but apparently it's actually pronounced Ophiuchus, which is a terrible, terrible sounding word.
Yeah, that's god awful.
And it's the one sign that was canceled. It got removed.
A canceled sign. That must have been my sign.
And actually, if you go back in history and you look at the stars they were looking at for the signs, those stars have shifted, I think, at least one sign. But astrologers don't seem to care about that for some reason. They don't care about the actual stars for some reason. It's a little weird.
Well, it's been so here's the thing about astrology as far as I can tell. On the one hand, the idea of there being like celestial machinery behind the scenes that at the very least influences things but may determine things does seem more likely than not. Just it's a big universe out there. I don't know. You can't keep track of all the variables. But then also, the other thing that I've noticed about astrology is that it seems to work enough. And at the very least, some incredibly powerful people are quite convinced of it, which means that they will be doing things based on astrology, which means that you get to know what these very powerful people, when they will do the kinds of things that they do. And so that's helpful at a minimum.
Yeah.
but-
I think it's basically the placebo effect. There is an
Maybe,
incredible power in belief.
Yeah. I just, so like, okay, I used to do tarot readings, right? And by that I mean there was a very witchy girl that I knew who did tarot readings, but I'm a talker, and so I'm very good at interpreting things. And so she would do the cards, and I would talk about those cards, and that between the two of us, we were never wrong, like ever, like at all. And this was not a rat girl, actually, Kel. This was not a rat girl. Good call, though. She would have, but no. So
Rats get a bad rap.
yeah, but also the rat girl is a specific kind of girl. Anyway,
Yep, I knew one.
so yeah, no, you know what I'm talking about then. So that girl decided. Well, no, I'm sorry. A friend of hers was like, "Oh, I'm gonna buy one of those really nice almanacs, right? Because for a while, you'd go to just Barnes and Noble, and they'd have the almanac for exactly, allegedly, your birthday and time and all this, right? For your chart in particular, here's an almanac for this year just for you, of your good, like the best horoscope that you'd be able to get without paying someone personally a lot of money. It's like, okay. So, she bought that, and she went to this girl that did tarot with me, and she was like, oh my God, I got this. Do you know anything about it? Should we look at it together? And that girl was like, I don't know anything about it, but I know who you should talk to. You should go talk to the antagonist about it. And
That's
so,
also your name in real life.
Yeah. And so this girl comes up to me and is like, hey, I got this thing. And, she told me that I should come talk to you. I was like, all right. So I said, well, I don't know anything about it at first, but I guess let's just crack it open to today, and let's see what the fuck, what do we got? I don't even know what the format is going to be, Well, let's open it up. So, okay, it was still in the plastic wrap, right? We opened the plastic wrap. She flips to today, and today's horoscope was, today you gain a new insight into the workings of your life. Consult my sign here for further clarification. And I went,
That's pretty vague.
what? No, that's pretty straight. I mean, given the situation, that was like, oh, well, I guess, so my advice would be read what's on the fucking page, because that was pretty straightforward. No interpretation required. Yes, you did. Here it is. It's right here. It's in your hand right now. And, yeah, that's me. So I guess just read the fucking thing, to give you a little one-up on the day. And that was the whole scenario. So that's it. And since then, I've just kind of, anytime astrology comes up, I sort of stick with yeah, probably.
And I'm yeah, probably not.
Yeah, I know. I understand, but And then there's enough people who swear by it that it's better to at least be aware of it. I
mean,
and
to be fair, there are a lot of people who swear by Hinduism or Islam or
yeah. But those people aren't moving around all the money on the planet. Everyone in
that's
finance
true.
is big into astrology. And so if you'd like to know what kind of day the market's going to have, it's good to know what the horoscope from the dude from Merrill Lynch is, because it's going to tell you.
I think I'm going to be maximally cynical here. I think most of those people that are super successful, it's all just insider trading. There's no magic there.
Yeah. Well,
they can use the magic to obfuscate the real, what's going on. But I don't think there's any magic.
Well, what is that sound? That's the EMP sound.
As with anything, though, I could always be wrong.
So, while I'm sure there's a lot of insider trading, I'm just saying if you would like to sidecar that insider trading without being on the inside, keeping up with the keeping up with Nancy Pelosi's horoscope may not be a bad idea.
So you're saying that astrology now, I think there probably could be something to this if the astrology is repeatable, where you can make repeatable predictions from how if there's a code to it where you can say, okay, if this is happening, then this is more likely, then absolutely, I think you're right that following it will lead you the right direction. That would make sense. But if it's not repeatable and anybody can interpret astrology their own way, that's a problem. So you very well could be right about this. I don't know.
Well, I think this is the deal with any kind of. This is like the prophecy paradox, generally speaking, too, right?
Yes.
Like, there's plenty of stuff that I've just straight up told the truth about, and then people have gone out of their way to get it wrong. Anyhow, you know.
Oh yeah.
So that's not to say that the system could be used. The system would be used correctly every time, either. You know. So,
I'm headed toward you.
okay. Well, here I'll wait right here.
Like
then.
one. Oh, less than one. We're closing in.
I dig
We're
it.
in millions now.
Nice. Well, the doors are open and waiting for you, sir.
If only
If
I
you
could
look at it,
quantum
it's
right
all
into the hangar.
extremely vague, like fortune cookies, and like most pseudosciences, it accounts for a lack of belief. Yeah. I'm surprised how much pushback I'm getting from everybody on this, especially when I'm
Well-
also couching it in
Yeah.
simply the knowledge that there are very powerful people who, at the very least, act like they believe it. By knowing it and being aware of it, you can surf their wave, even if they're lying. You know, like as a backup, that's a pretty good backup. And just in case, like the what's it? The Pascal's wager about this. So if we start assuming it's true, so yeah, but Ben, I didn't start off assuming that it was true. You know, I was just individually impressed by a particular instance. Now, it being, nothing prophetic should be trusted. That's not what I'm saying. And nothing prophetic can be, it won't stand up to scientific rigor, but neither do most things that are actually true. Facts stand up to scientific rigor,
the
but
whole
facts aren't truth.
scientific rigor thing is a bit of a problem these days anyway.
Yeah, of course it is.
There's a lot of supposed scientific rigor is not that rigorous or scientific.
Yeah. Yeah. My wife says, your ship looked so cute getting in.
Little baby ship.
Little baby ship with
Yeah, we
little
wouldn't want
toes.
to try the Cutlass. That would have been bad.
No, Cutlass doesn't fit. I wish it did. The Cutlass Blue does, I think. It doesn't. One of them doesn't have a top turret. Whichever one doesn't have the top turret fits by a hair.
Yeah, I don't think the Cutlass Red does.
Maybe. I don't think the red fits, though.
Yeah, I'm going on. It has dock. I don't know. They're all different a little bit, but
They're all just different
definitely
enough.
the black is the one for me. Like I've looked at
Oh,
the
yeah.
others and been like, yeah, no way.
Sharing. Probability
Because
does
if you-
not work on quantities which are not discrete and finite. Yeah. Well, so because of course, a fraction of infinity is always infinite. So probability breaks down, right? The probability becomes 1 no matter what. So you have to reduce your set to you have to border your data somehow, or science doesn't work. But we aren't in a bordered data set. We're in the infinite expanse of the entire universe, which is like the biggest problem with science. This is like also what is, let's see, what way to say this would be, caused my crisis of faith when it comes to science. The fact that we're always missing information, and that even when something is very repeatable, that, oh my God, even if the institutions and credentials that we're relying on to grant authority with, like human authority with these people, as though they were reliable still. That's all, I don't know. Like,
Oh dear.
oh, you good? Did you fall out?
Yep. No. It's just a little jump. Just trying to scare me is what the game is doing.
Very good. Okay. You can interpret a measure from infinite sets. Why not? It's astounding easily to arrive. Ben, I gotta tell you, I missed you in chat, sir. This is nobody walls my chat like you. This is fucking. It's astoundingly easy to arrive, and it's self-contradiction. I'm working on fixing this, but I'll almost surely fail. Correct. Yes. Science is the how, and faith is the why. The two are not incompatible, but rather complementary. So here's the problem with that. Science, okay. Science versus faith is a very like facts versus truth type situation, right? You could have true facts, but and you could have factual truths, but they're not synonymous. And people very commonly use them as if they are synonymous. And I think that's one of these things that has caused bad thinking general and poor. Oh, I forgot to turn on my shit. But I think it's caused shoddy thinking on the part of a lot of people. Science is
because they actually do have faith in the studies,
right?
And it doesn't matter. They don't even look into it. They just have faith, like it is a religious document.
Well, they believe that the scientific method cannot provide you with truth. That is not an ability that it has. True things cannot be discovered through science. True things have to be discovered with faith, because at the very least, it demands the idea that something could be disprovably true. You know, you can't have that in science. There must be a fail condition for there to be a fact, right? For the scientific method to work, there has to be beforehand, before you check, you say, if it's A, then this is what's going on, and if it's B, then we've defined not A, right? But you can't get back here, you son of a bitch. But it can't actually tell you the truth. It can just tell you the best reasoning so far, which is, hey, super useful, but it's not the same thing.
Come on,
as
dude.
truth.
No, you stupid. Why do they always try to suicide on us?
Well, and he didn't even have like the velocity necessary.
No, he was just trying to mate with us for some reason.
It is a very sexy ship. All right, coming up behind.
It's I mean, personally, it's not feminine enough for me. I'd have to have more curves for me to be interested.
Here, let's drop low so y'all can hit them from below.
You know, that is actually one thing that they used to do in cars that they don't do anymore is fucking curves.
Oh, give them some curves, yeah.
Yeah, and everything is just a tick now.
It's well, so it's kind of the AR-15 issue with guns, where we used to have a bunch of kooky different ways that we did stuff with a bunch of different kind of firearms. And then as time has gone on, we've kind of knocked all the edges off. And when it comes to a select fire, man-portable, general use rifle, we kind of know what that should be like now. We've tested the fuck out of it, and we've sort of, the form factor has been reduced. And so that's just what it is,
You're going to hate this, but actually the reason why that analogy works so great is because the reason why both are so essentially homogenous and dominant is literally just government regulation.
Well, and then so that's always a problem.
Yeah,
but
it's a big one.
I feel like, I don't know, because like the goofballs in the 3D printing community for guns, they do keep making like wacky stuff, and that's interesting. But it's not
they're trying.
Better.
Yeah, no, well, because the process they're using is trash.
Of course.
3D printing is not very good for making firearms.
No, it's not. But what it is, it's great for making firearms in the jungle with no fucking supplies, right?
Yes, but
It's
you
great for making them
Could have
from
done
nothing.
that anyway.
Yeah, but just having new tools that you can make things out of is good, and the dev
Yes,
work that they're
yes.
doing is very useful, especially to like the poorest people on the planet and the ones under the most oppression. And that's like obviously, you know, there are better firearm options. It's just that they can't get those. You know, they're on a fucking island in a jungle somewhere. So there's a company that has a 3D printer for rocketry. Crazy enough. Wow. Okay. Keltec
the
is really the
metal-
only one innovating these days. I don't think that's true, but they're making weird shit.
They do make weird shit. The problem is, again, their processes are kind of rudimentary. Like everything is clamshell. All of their molds are very simple. They're screwing everything together.
Sure.
So, I mean, I think Kellgren is brilliant, but you know, he doesn't really have the money and the capability to make like where PSA will just have new injection molding all the time, which is incredibly expensive.
Oh yeah, millions.
Yes,
Millions
it's
of
a lot.
dollars every time you try and do a new injection mold setup.
But it's the way to go, man. It's just
Sure.
so much better.
Sure, but not if you don't have the $1 million to do it with, you know?
Yeah.
If what you've got is $400 and corn,
Well.
then you fucking 3D print shit. That's what you do, you know?
Yeah. And part of the problem is no, damn it, I missed it.
That's all right.
Part of the problem is, like, I hate to say it, but most of the 3D print community is, well, no, I can't say that on stream, but they're all idiots, essentially. There are very few of them that know what they're doing. Now, there
Sure.
are a few,
Yeah.
but they end up not doing it very long before they get into a job somewhere and they're too busy to do it. Because
Right.
the problem is, the firearms industry fucking sucks. Like, there's just not enough money in it, and all the big dogs will wreck your shit.
Yeah, of course. And there's
it's
a
rough.
mountain of regulation. Like
Yes, exactly.
the regulatory compliance keeps most people
Exactly.
from getting it. I had mentioned this on the podcast, I think too, but like I want, there's a charity that I want to do. I want to do a charity that arms people. I want to go to high risk areas and I want to put guns into the hands of people who are legal to do it. And I understand that guns are cheap, but training is expensive, and I'm not worried about that. I'm worried about also a lot of basic training stuff. I'm sure I could get people to donate their time. So because I've never met gun guys who, if I said, hey, I found 15 grannies who live in bad neighborhoods and I would like somebody to teach them how to do this right. I could go into any gun shop, even the really annoying gun shops, and say that, and I'm going to have like 3 guys jump at the chance to do it. You know, nobody doesn't like that. So, all right, you know what? Time for
Well, the next problem is, of course, most of the instruction sucks dick
Yeah. But and it really,
and is like actively bad, worse than not having any. You know.
sure. What the fuck is that?
Oh shit.
Okay. But the actual, the real wager that I'm making is, some people would be like, oh, if you put more guns in this neighborhood, oh my God, it's going to be, the violence will increase. And to that I say, temporarily increase at most.
Yeah,
I think it'll go
well,
down.
actually, this sort of thing kind of happened in Florida when they started with the concealed carry,
Oh yeah?
where essentially, as soon as criminals have to factor in
Sharing.
that somebody might be armed,
Mm-hmm.
crime gets a lot less likely.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
And they only target places like outside of airports where they know you're not going to be armed.
Mm-hmm. Well, and generally that's the case anyway. Like, you know,
Yeah,
they're always
exactly.
if I'm gonna go rob somebody, I don't want to rob people that might rob me back. No. I'm
Yes.
gonna go take candy from babies. That's the whole point.
Yes.
But I think it would do I think it would do society a lot of good to just make sure that every single person who can legally be armed in, like, whatever the top 3 most calls to the police neighborhoods are in whatever city somebody lives in, if I just saturated those with guns, you might have a short uptick in gun violence, and then you would have a nice peaceful neighborhood right afterwards. Because the only people who won't chill out are the ones who will never chill out, and then they're going to get shot. And then that's going to be that, because the cops won't put them away forever, but Granny will put them in the ground. So, okay. You know?
Yeah, and Granny really does need to have that capability.
She does.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So, from whichever moral angle I come at it, it's the right thing to do for me to arm, even though the people in these neighborhoods would be perfectly happy to use them on me. Nope. If I arm them, they will definitely use it on each other first. You know, one way or another, they will use them on each other. So I would prefer they all get used in a moral, upstanding, defensive capacity. But gosh, you know, if they insist otherwise, that's just too bad. This is the charity that I want to run. That right there. I want it to go through. I want like an armored car, ice cream van that gives guns
Nice.
to old ladies. That's what I want. You know.
Yeah, and teaching them how to use them would be.
Yeah.
They don't really need a whole lot. They just need to be able to be safe and
Exactly. Like inside half of the van is like a little pistol range, you know, like just the tiniest. What's it called? It's like just the bucket that you can
the
shoot
bullet
into.
catch?
Bullet catch, yes. So
Yeah.
like one half of the van is a fucking bullet catch, and the other half of the van is where I keep all the fucking guns that I will be giving. It's the second that you pass your 4473, ma'am, here it is. You know.
Unfortunately, I don't think you can do the bullet catch thing because you literally legally won't be able to discharge a firearm within city limits, unfortunately. For the most part, they don't allow that.
I know,
You could
but
do
there's
like
gotta be-
airsoft or there are alternatives. I mean, there's a lot of good training you can do with non-firearm stuff. You can get most of the way there.
Maybe. All right, here. Ben wants in chat. Ben. All right, buddy. What do we got? You're not Ben?
Yep.
What?
Hello?
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Oh, yeah, I hear you.
Yep.
Oh, cool. Excellent.
Are you driving? Is this why you're on your phone? What is this?
No. I'm running a bit of a shoestring setup here. I've got 2 phones. Only one's on the stream, the other's got the earphones. Is the audio better than the other time I was on?
I don't remember.
Not
We'll just say
appreciably.
yes. We'll just go with yes. The audio rules, Ben.
Okay.
Let's go.
It's not wonderful. Okay. Well, it is.
It sounds like you're in a closet.
No, I'm in the open. I'm outside.
Oh, that's just quality microphones then.
Nice.
Yeah. But best I have. It's the only unused old tech, unfortunately, you may have noticed. Except for the phone.
Right.
Nevertheless, anyway, I came to elaborate on the 4 fundamental causes thing. I was just
How
so
are
you
you?
said
I'm under the water.
you started talking about the
Please
truth,
help me.
finding
Here.
truth through faith versus through science. Right. Kind of thought or two.
Okay.
I kind of wanted to demark the distinction here because I think it's really lost, and you won't. It's basically an acknowledged fact. If you go to any university, you're going to get one view.
Right.
And perhaps if you're even more educated, you'll know the specific names for the philosophical theories that they're kind of bound in. Like, you might hear that it's completely material,
Mm-hmm.
and that sort of thing. Even that's kind of a misnomer. If you go to the Aristotelian literature, he divides facts that you could possibly deduce into 4 categories,
Okay.
which is material, and that would be that's the explanation for why something happens going off of the physical material that makes it up.
Mm-hmm.
There's efficient, which is the forces involved, and you might notice actually already that's a better description of what modern academia would teach you in physics or chemistry.
Okay.
Nevertheless, okay, so you have the material, you have the efficient, you have the formal, and that's kind of the blueprint, so to speak, for why something happens. I'll give there's good analogy for this in terms of the sculpture, and then there's the final, and that's like the ultimate why, for why the explanation for why something happened or why something exists.
Okay.
Here's a good example for this. A sculptor might make a marble statue. The material caused for the statue is the actual marble that it's made of.
Mm-hmm.
The efficient cause are the impact are the forces from the chisel. The formal cause is the blueprint from the design, and the final cause is why he's actually making the thing. So some patron
Sure.
ordered statue.
Okay.
Right. And so what you see is if you start with reasoning in one of these categories, it's very easy to stray into one of the others, and you're quickly talking nonsense.
Okay.
There's not really coherence unless you're very careful about translating one argument from one of these into the other, or into another. And yeah, I mean, faith obviously answers the final cause question in most cases. And you could argue that's the most important, and I would argue that.
Yeah, of course.
But science is good at finding truth in terms of the efficient cause, and to a lesser extent the material.
Mm. Well, so these are still facts that we're discussing here, all except for that final cause, which might be true. So I don't think. Yes, it is facts that it is a fact that it's made of marble, and it's a fact that it is formed through the the application of hammer and chisel or whatever tool it was, but none of those things necessarily carry the weight of truth, except for perhaps that the original cause of its being was the purchase by a patron. But even then, you might say that there was some deeper. So that I don't think that even still reaches it in the end, because of course there's something that caused the patron to do this. That's not even the.
Well, you'll notice that's a unique property for the final cause. That's a unique property that in the other causes there's not in full, generically, in full generality. You can't always say, well, that had a precursor, because where there's a precursor, say materially, it's a precursor in a different time. It's temporally different. It's not a pre-image. It's a precursor. Whereas with the final cause, you can play the why game. That's the classic. A child can just keep asking why when you're explaining something,
which is annoying but important.
Teleology, if you take it seriously. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's where you find some of the deepest truth.
Well, it's also where you realize that you don't know shit.
Right. No, of course.
And that's why people get angry.
Well, most people are very uncomfortable with how little they know.
Exactly.
If you don't wrestle with that very thoroughly, it's very likely to bother you. Your
wife says your water's too low.
Yes. No. I saw.
Okay.
I got plenty for. We're gonna kill the fuck out of this hammerhead. If you want to run to the nose turret, it'll chew up the hammerhead pretty good.
That's adorable. Your wife is watching your physical condition in the game as well.
Yes. Yeah.
She's doing wife things.
She
Dude,
is right.
She's awesome.
She's the best.
Perfect wife.
She's the best. Listen, I was the ultimate scumbag, never gonna get married guy until I met her, which is how the story always seems to go with scumbag, never gonna get married guys. So, cheers. I would have never figured, and here I am.
Yeah, I think just goes to show I need to be a scumbag.
you might need a scumbag phase. I mean, it's good that okay, we talked about this before. It's good that you haven't had one. Of all the dudes that I know, like, you're such a nice guy, and I say that without
no,
like,
don't say that. Oh,
no,
you
no.
cursed me. You
No.
cursed me.
See, I don't mean it as
I'm
the
done.
curse. You're such a good dude, but like,
You cast the finish last spell on him. Good God, man.
No. See, but that's not it. It's the thing where like I don't know. Okay. I don't know if you've ever watched a woman pursue another woman romantically, but they are the rapiest creatures ever. When one woman is pursuing another woman, they don't know how to behave towards each other at all. And I realized that it comes down to like they're doing all the shit that like I thought would have been a good idea when I was 10 and first considered the idea of pursuing a woman, And no, they're all very bad ideas. They're the ideas that a 10-year-old boy has about pursuing women. So of course, it's like, ooh, no, you can't do that, right? Well, nice.
Oops.
Hell yeah. All right, now I will grab some water. See, I just wanted to make sure we got to keep the number 7 timer going because that one's the good money. But okay, so the only reason that it's good to have a scumbag phase early is so that you know how not to be a scumbag on accident. Because occasionally, it's easy to make a series of mistakes that are not possible to take back, and oh no, what do you do? So, having made all the mistakes beforehand, and boy have I've made a terrible series of mistakes in my life. That it lets me know long before I could make these mistakes with my wife, who I plan to spend the rest of my life with. I don't see any reason that I wouldn't. And that could be like, as I can say that, and I know it's true, no matter how you examine it. That could be a very nice thing and a very romantic thing, or a terrifyingly ominous thing. But no matter how it goes, no, I'll be spending the rest of my life with her. And I would not be able to say that confidently if I had not already fucked up as much in my life as I have. Because now I know me. I know what kind of things I fuck up. I'm real good at fucking up certain things. I just don't do that,
Oh, well, I've certainly done my share of fucking things up.
Well, then, perhaps no scumbag phase needed, dude. Maybe you just like, it would be a shame. It would definitely be a shame to have a scumbag guy phase when you don't need one. Why is my MFD like that? What the fuck? Okay, good. Oh, shit. For a second, I thought we were zapped.
Oh, yeah, that is a scary thing.
What?
I saw the snow. Mm-hmm. Do you remember snow? Boy. We don't see that anymore.
Well, as somebody who lives in North Dakota, yeah, we do.
No, not that kind of
actually.
snow. Not that kind.
Oh,
no,
got a whole different snow. Hey, gentlemen, so I saw you were streaming.
Yeah. Well, we're just putzing around, and
so I joined on your server. I don't know what system you're in or what you're doing.
So right now we're in Stanton. We were just going around ArcCorp, killing whatever we can. However, if with you coming along as well, we could do another data center run and get the worm keys, and then we could consider a worm run next time, or we could try to do the contested zones in Pyro. They aren't spawning any of the loot, but you can still get the comp boards, and you can get the executive ships with the comp.
So the loot just isn't spawning. It's not that it's being stolen.
So I think it's probably 50-50. I think that it is not all spawning. in the contested zones in Pyro, but I think that whatever is spawning is getting snatched. As far as the like the QV stations, same thing. Oh, she says she doesn't have bullets. And oh, that's why I opened this. I was going to invite you. Shit. Here, you're invited.
All right, got it.
And I, you know, after we had such a... What's that? You know, after we had such a good run on the tactical strike group last night, I've been trying to figure, like, exactly how many people we've got to have to do it. Because I feel like the TSG mission from last night.
Oh, yeah.
Because I feel like if we're slick about how we take out the cooling towers, and then if we're slick about how we get through the, because you know, as long as I approach the Tranquility nicely, and don't get zorted by the fucking the fuck me cannon, then, you know, we've got a pretty solid base, and we could get a lot done with. I know one more Perseus would do us good. And we can get, you know, Stoli's got his rented Perseus for the next 180 days or whatever it is. And
yeah,
2 gunners on that, and then we just need. I might have to get not a retaliator, a redeemer, since that's the thickest boy that will fit in the hole.
I mean, why not just fly an M80 in there?
You
like,
can.
How dangerous
well,
is it in there?
So the dangerous part is there's distortion damage that builds up, and the M80 has got it's fast. It's got really good firepower, and it's got a single size 2 power plant, and so it's only got like 700 distortion hit points. Okay. Now, if the Redeemer has got 2 size 3 power plants, and so their shittiest one is still like quadruple the HP on distortion, and it still fits. And it's got, you know, a dual size 4 turret, and it's not that it takes a whole lot of damage to blow these things up. It's just, you know, when you do blow things up in there, you get hit with a bunch of distortion damage, and it shuts your ship off, right? And then once your ship is shut off, you can't get it out of there. So now you're also blocking the tube. So that's...
And there's no way to recover from that?
You can't get it out. I was thinking that perhaps we could be slick about... I just don't know how deep it goes. And like... I was thinking that maybe I could get an SRV in there and drag them out. But even then, we have a good answer, which is... a Redeemer. Slide that sucker in, because it'll tank a run through, and just you let it recover in between rounds, and then you go again. You know.
I wonder if that's purchasable right now. Do you think I could get one?
I
like the Redeemer.
I kind of, it's growing on me too. I like the Giga Fat Fuck attack helicopter vibe. Like the weapons on it are too small and they're fucking dumb, and it doesn't stand up to any recent ship. But what it does do is it's fast as fuck, and it's got pretty good armor, surprisingly, for how fast it is, and maneuverable. So that's pretty cool. And then, you know, being that it's the perfect fit for this mission, it, you know, that makes it pretty attractive. Now they are 9.8 million.
9.8. Okay, I'm halfway there.
Yeah.
They actually do look pretty cool, don't they?
Yeah, they're fucking cool.
They've
got those weird scissor wings, are a little bit
that's strange,
odd,
but clothespin wings.
Well, I don't know. I don't even know what you call it. In the armor listing, they're called engine nacelles, and it's like, all right. But
We're in Star Trek.
yeah. Yeah. Well, and apparently that ship was designed by the fans, which I thought was cool. So.
Nope, now I like it less. No.
Oh, gone.
Just kidding.
But it is the perfect fit for this mission, and so, it doesn't fit in the Idris, but that's fine. Idris plus Perseus plus that motherfucker hidden on the side, and then we just jump out in a dragonfly to knock out the cooling towers. Send that, once the cooling towers are knocked out, you send that thing down the pipes, and I can kind of just body block for Tranquility, and with the Perseus, rip the shit out of whatever else is there. We don't actually have to fight the Mauler. We just have to get the dude out. And from the look of it, as long as you leave all the ship corpses or, all those scuttled ships like we did yesterday, the Mauler spends like the entire time that dude's leaving trying to, finish killing those the scuttled ships that you left around. So,
which is hilarious.
Yeah. Yeah, the AI is dumb enough to do that. So, hell yeah. But we should be able to get it done with our. So we need 2 in the Redeemer, 3 in the Perseus, and then just I can hold the Idris, and then if shit gets blown up as we go, then whoever can join onto mine. So 6. We need 6 dudes to do it, and even then, that's with both of the Perseus turrets. So we might be able to do it with 5, but I don't think 6 should be a problem. And then once we are in there, I want to pack a box lunch, take it in there in a crate, and I'll just chill out. I'll just chill out in the loot room with a crate full of fucking sandwiches for the rest of for 48 hours. I'll just sit there and just loot.
You keep
over
saying
and over again.
like I think unintentionally dirty things, and it's just
what box
the
lunch?
Box lunch. Yeah, totally. You hadn't heard that one before?
Box. Oh, come on.
She packs a box lunch. You don't remember that?
Yes, I love it. Thank you. That's very good.
Okay, I've never heard that one before
I'm
in
keeping
that
it.
context.
You got it. You got to watch.
Like I get it.
Slither.
I got it.
Intellectual
bitch.
That one, man. That movie was hilarious.
It's such a normal thing that is now dirty.
Hell yeah.
Dirty in a good way, though.
I mean,
oh, I got. Oh, is there another wave? I was about to jump away. What the fuck? Am I stupid?
all right. I'm going to put my gear back together. I was in a flight suit. Now I'm getting back in my heavy armor.
All right. Well, and we don't have to do. I don't know. Like, you might want to just keep the flight suit, keep you from blacking out. There's one flight suit that you can put armor on top of, and I don't know which one it is. Forrest knows, but I don't know it. This fucking guy.
I would love it if I didn't have to swap back and forth.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Armor and flight suit.
Well, I wouldn't.
That's lame.
Yeah. I don't mind the concept of swapping back and forth, as long as I can set my ship up, and when I claim it, I get all of my stuff back.
Yes. That's what I'm worried about, is losing my fucking shit. And
Exactly.
That's a pain.
It's a big pain. So I need, I'm hearing rumblings that 4.9 patch is going to have the armor racks working and savable. And if that's true, then I will be setting up the armory in the Idris with here's armor sets and here's flight suits and we're good to go, and it'll just have them, and it'll have empty spots so that when we pick people up, you can change out of the armor and set the flight suit, or even if it really lets me save it, then what we could do is we could actually set up people's bunks in the crew quarters on the Idris. Right, because each one of the bunks has a storage associated with it, so you could just load up your storage with whatever your gear is that you want to use, and you just keep the same bunk.
Use.
Yes.
For the crew quarters.
Exactly. So
that's crazy.
Yep. Well, so I feel like I'm a very reasonable fellow, and I'm good at using systems for other things. And so when the devs start talking about like, well, we want to do this feature or that feature, and I could say, oh, you know what you could do? You could just do this because you already have it, and then you just make it where it does this one more thing, which is a small tweak to a bigger system instead of a whole new system, and that's got to be better, right? So I'm counting on. Oh, what the fuck is wrong with my shield?
All right, I just had a good idea, which means it'll probably never happen.
Okay, what do we got?
But imagine if on the Odin you had instanced crew cabins.
Oh shit!
That would be awesome.
So, I will tell you why I don't like that idea. So having it would be so it's good to have instanced cabins, like instanced persistent cabins on different space stations. Like let's say you pull into Seraphim and you've got your apartment in Seraphim and it's the same as you left it last time. It's that little bunk room. And you had your coffee cup on the table and whatever. That's very cool. I like that. I don't want that on the ones on the ship. I don't want to be instance. But it's going to have like there's, what did we say? 26 crew spaces in the Idris. So in the Odin, I want to say it's upwards of 100 crew spaces that they're talking about having. And so there's just space, like, and then it becomes persistent to the ship.
That's scary.
And that's fine.
Well, the reason why instanced might be nice is because you wouldn't have to literally have all that shit loaded in, which would be terrifying.
I see what you mean. Well, maybe I think the way to do that would be to not load those compartments in at all unless someone is accessing them, right?
Yes,
like you would make it where you'd make it where like, okay, there's like 3 crew decks, and if there's nobody actually on one of those decks, it's just not there, that kind of shit. And then it just puts it back
in other
when it's time.
games, it would be like a pocket dimension, basically,
Yeah.
where you're loading into a total different area.
Mhm.
This game doesn't do that, unfortunately,
No.
which costs a fuck ton of
It
resources.
costs a fuck ton. But
and then we get weird shit.
We do get weird shit. But I think that it would be really fucking cool if, like, a Perseus crashes into the side of it while the shields are down, and it causes damage to the crew quarters over there, because that's where it hit.
that is realistic,
I think that's cool as fuck, and I like that. So.
Also, you wouldn't want to stay there anymore.
Right.
You would decorate your fucking little crew quarters, and you put all your shit in there, and then it gets taken out, and you come back, and it's just a burnt marshmallow on the inside.
Yeah. There'd have to be like options for recovery, where like, yes, it was blown up, the ship's not getting claimed, but like you know what? You'd register your cabin and insure your cabin.
Yeah.
The same way that you could insure
shit.
the things in your hangar or whatever.
I missed that one.
Oh, well, here, I'll hit it again.
Sorry.
You good?
I thought I hit it in time, but I
That's
did
all
not.
right.
I went. There we go. That should do it.
And I guess Doom, where are you coming from, Doombeard?
I'm coming from Nix. I am right now en route to the Stanton Gateway.
Okay. Well, we're putzing around near ArcCorp.
All right, very good.
Come on. I keep seeing things saying that, hello, Thuzela. And I don't think we need any help. We're just chugging along. We're bopping around. Ironclad is getting fixed next patch. You mean 4.8.1 or 4.9? Because I know they are working the fuck out of the Ironclad. I mean, they'd have to. You can't have such a release and then have it go like that and then not fix the fucker like immediately. I saw some stuff about there being maybe like other things getting delayed because of how bad the Ironclad release went, because they've got to fix it. Anyway,
kind of a shame.
It is a shame, but okay, 4.8.1. Yeah, okay, good. That's in line with what I'd heard. So that good. I hope all the Ironclad folks get their clad faster, sooner rather than later.
Yes, we want them to be clad.
We do.
In iron.
In iron, particularly. What the fuck is this? That's an alien ship. No. No. We don't do that shit here. Get back here, Alamo. Oh, Thuzela, did you have you done a strike group yet? Ooh, alien death first.
Yep.
And they're like, no, you don't understand. I'm one of the good ones.
No such thing.
Oh, you're in the wrong spot, buddy. That's a shame. Somebody should have told you not to be here then. Oh, you have not. So
Xeno's purged.
Xeno is purged. Hell yeah. Thuzela, we did a TSG last night. It was good.
My favorite meme lately has been the Psycho Warriors meme. Guys, what if we're the bad guys?
Fucking bolt shot. Get out of here. What if we're
Just
the bad
immediately
guys?
shot to pieces.
Yeah. Nope. Sure ain't. Yeah, we'll probably do a TSG soon. Because it's I've run 2 of them now. I haven't got any of the groundwork done, but I can do them now. They're on my mission list. Well, no. We should do. I don't know if we should try and do them on stream, just because my luck stat drops when I'm on stream, and just the odds of getting Star Citizen seem to go up. So maybe we won't try to, bring a bunch of people into the same area and multiply the bad luck. But just off stream.
Star Citizen can sense when you're trying to make content.
Yeah, I think so. Well, and actually, okay, realistically, I think it is a matter of like, okay, there's a bunch of players in the same area trying to do stuff. And then if there's a small problem, it becomes a giant problem much more easily the more people are around. I think. I have no evidence of this. It's just what strikes me as correct. Oh, is my nose thing coming off? No. Contact. But yeah, the giant alien ship is good killing. It's good eating.
Feels good to kill it.
It sure does. And I just need to get into that handy dandy hangar.
All right, I am in the space goatsy.
Perfect.
Oh no. Not that.
Yep, I'm traveling the space goatsy.
Gross. I'm never going through that thing again.
Ammo low? Oh my goodness. How am I already ammo low? All right, well, you know what? Maybe I should pop to Grimhex and fucking do the thing. Back. Oh, come on. Turn off the Moby Glass, bud. There's somebody's meteor out here. What the hell? Kill. I do love how fast, even though like the laser's hard to keep on things, I do love how fast it drops the shields on stuff at least. Like I'm gonna put a bunch of deadbolts on this thing, and I think it's gonna work out great.
I got some of those, the baby deadbolts.
Well, I gotta
size?
get. Yeah, what size?
I think they're size 3s.
For your cutlass? Yeah.
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 That's correct.
Yeah. It's all 3s on the cutlass.
I'm gonna try them.
Yeah, dude. They're cannons, but they do like they have good penetration on them. They get through armor pretty well. They've got decent alpha, so they don't get stopped by deflection stats. It's very nice. Very nice in the current meta. But I gotta add some on the Idris, just so y'all can cut armor on things, because the repeaters are dog shit for that. And I could put some laser cannons on it, but I don't know what runs out for. I gotta. Actually, I guess I need to find out how many shots the deadbolts have, because maybe I did get the Omniski cannon blueprint. So theoretically, if I had materials, I could just make the high quality Omniski laser cannons. Now it's not as good as ballistics, but at least it's still cannons.
Sending creds your way. Thanks
There
very
we
much.
go. Sure would like to get some of those red level missions.
I love ballistics. I just hate running out of fucking ammo, you know?
Yeah.
And ammo cost, of course.
Yeah. Well, and that's it. Goddamn. The M80 with ballistics on it is a beast, because it's huge, but will still fit in my ship. And so we could
That's
set it up
crazy.
to do reloads. Yeah. Well, it just barely. And if you tap the canopy, it goes kaboom. You're
Oh.
sharing the mission. Well, that's what
Accept
happened to Doombeard.
Yeah.
Was he got, he just tapped it on the roof a little bit, on the ceiling, and he was done for.
On my screen, at least, it was a very minor collision, but that was enough to just completely vaporize me. Yeah.
Yeah. And, maybe I bonked downward slightly as you bonked up. I don't know. It
Yeah,
could've
that
been-
could be. Yeah, if you maneuver while I'm taking off, that
Yeah,
is
it's a nightmare. I certainly didn't
very
mean
likely to kill me very quickly.
Exactly. If I did do that, that was not intentional. But
Yeah, all good.
I don't think I did, but I don't 100% remember. But
No.
regardless, like the
Doesn't
plan,
matter at this point.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, no, it
learned a
matters
lesson,
for
and that
plan.
is that the M80 is not suitable for carrier ops.
Not generally, but I guess if we were just like ultra slick and practiced getting in and out, like maybe. Because like as it is, my wife's got her Guardian in here, and it's a tight fucking fit, but at least it's like armor edges instead of the canopy being exposed right there. So maybe it'd do better in like does it fit in the Polaris hangar?
A Guardian does, yes, not the.
Not the
M80
M80?
fits. The M80 fits in the Polaris hangar, but there's currently a bug,
Oh.
possibly because of how tall it is, where it'll pop out of the hangar, like it'll teleport out of the hangar when you come out of Quantum.
Correct. We had one on Stoli's Polaris pop out.
God damn it.
My conclusion is that the M80 just doesn't work for that. The Wolves, though, both of the Wolves
It's
work
true.
really well for carrier ops.
The wolves are very. I do need to buy a wolf just for the stupid wolf pack meme, and then we can keep that loaded.
Yeah. Honestly, worth it. They're hot rods. They're a lot of fun to fly.
There we go.
Okay, come on. Give me a route. Route me. Give me route, you bad. Okay, fine. I'll just fly to one of you guys. What the shit?
See,
This game is not behaving.
no, it knew we were having a good time. It could tell we were having fun.
Well, I'm just trying to get a route to you guys from Stanton Gateway. From Nick's Gateway now.
Sharing.
Accepting.
This is great. I've gotten the rewards for like 3 missions and I haven't done shit.
Well, enjoy. Community or something. How was it? I got 8.5 million. 5 of I might have just nope. Okay, good. I didn't crash. I got 8.5 million. 5 of that is to be spent on worm fangs. I just got to actually spend some time doing the hawking for them. But they seem to be going for 1 million each, and I need 5.
Good Lord,
All
we
right,
can't.
looks like
We
I'm gonna
can't
be
just.
stopping over at Hurston L5.
We can't just go get a worm to bite the ship and then fly away and
No, because it's in a distort storm. So if you get near it, everything shuts down. The only thing that works there are the Icties, and this is why, like, they are
damn it.
the reward for you beat the worm, and you give Wicklow 5 fangs and a Wicklow favor, and your Atlas, and 2 N13 cannons, and he gives you the Wicklow Atlas Icti, which does not jump, but then you give him an Atlas Geo and another favor and more NN cannons, and he gives you the one that jumps. And so you only need to make the one that doesn't jump one time, and then you can make as many as you want of the ones that do jump. But my dastardly plan, because now you can store other people's vehicles, is that I think, be able to bring one of you along with me, and then once I have like 5 of my own, then you can use my non-jumpy Icti to make some for yourself also, and that way you can have one that you can claim and carry with you in the back of your Cutlass or whatever, if you want to do jump around ground ops, surprise people by being places you're not supposed to be, blah 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 blah, right? So I haven't tested that part of it yet, but I think since you can store other people's vehicles now, that you should be able to do that.
That would be awesome.
I agree. I think it would be quite cool. And then if that doesn't work, then my next nefarious plan would be to go to your home hangar, pull them up from your freight elevator, and then just leave them sitting in your home hangar over the next patch rewrite and see if it attributes them to you anyway. And then as long as I keep the original one, then I can make as many of the other ones as we could ever need. You don't want to have you don't want to have 20 of them in your ASOP, because that just takes up a bunch of space. But 5, you couldn't possibly need more than 5 at once. But hey, you might during an operation you might break a couple. Well, sure, you can have reloads. You just leave your ship parked above the arena and respawn on it, grab a new Icti, and drop out the back ramp. Easy peasy.
I do like being able to Helldiver drop
That's
into that
very
mission.
cool. Yes.
Yeah.
it's very cool.
I've done that one once. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, man. It's just the whole And jump is just too cool. Anyway, like I don't care who you are.
Oh, this is great. They're calling it the Iron Sad now.
It is the Iron Sad. God damn it. Mycodius says he was watching some box skiing and one of the swarthy competitors has a bunch of cupping marks. That seems like such hokum, but people swear by it, and that I don't know. Cupping, the fire cupping stuff in particular. I just don't know why that caught on. It looks cool. You know, it's a good party trick if you're trying to bang a girl and you're like, oh no, I do a special massage. Ha, let me show you.
Give you funny looking hickeys.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
you're giving her funny looking hickeys. There's fire involved. It's very flashy. They love that shit. But like medicinally, I don't know about that.
Yeah,
it's not. It's useless.
That's what I thought.
Well, what it does actually is it makes the person who does it money.
That is true. So
There you go.
in this way, it's highly effective.
You can't argue against that.
Highly effective. Kaboom. Bum 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 ba-da-ba-dum, ba-ba-da-bum, ba-ba-da-bum, ba-ba-bum.
So how do you get materials for fabrication?
Mining.
You gotta mine.
Yeah.
Mining.
Yeah, that's kind of my opinion also, but like oh, that was the other thing I have to spend money on. I got to get Forrest a mining ship and then he'll mine. He likes to mine. And I think Thuzula also needs a mining ship. I just everybody wants me to learn how to mine, but I don't want to learn how to mine. I want to blow stuff up.
I guess the Prospector is still the standard one everybody uses.
For solo, I think, yeah. For sure.
Yeah. The Mole.
The
If you've got
Mole.
a crew.
Right, that's what I heard, but I don't fucking know anything about it. And it feels like
Looks like you can rent it from a bunch of places. Looks like a new deal on Loreville, 2.7 mil. I guess, all right.
2.7 to buy it or to rent it?
To buy it.
Oh, okay.
You can rent it for fairly cheap.
Okay, that's what
But if you buy it, then you can swap out the mining heads and you can
Oh, yeah.
get a little bit advanced about your mining technique. Thing is that if you've got mining devices and a good mining head and, custom setup, if you use all of your tools, you can, from what I understand, you can mine just about anything with a Prospector.
Okay. Well, see, I just I feel like with the battle setups that I've got, I should be able to make money to buy high quality materials at a higher rate than miners can find the high quality materials, So like
Possibly.
it just, and I could be wrong because I don't really know the economy on mining. And they did ruin my my evil plan that I had for how to only need one fancy one of whatever. They did make it where you don't get the rare materials when you disassemble things. So much for that. But like
you get everything at 500 quality, I guess. So anything below 500 gets you worse results, and then
yes.
So that's okay.
Well, so there's parts of the recipe that like don't fucking matter to me, right? Like there seems to be like like the radar that I use on the Idris. There's a craftable version, and the 3 stats that are affected by the 3 different ingredients are its HP, its minimum range, and its maximum range. And I don't give a shit about the minimum range at all, because I'm always going to just put the maximum range on it, because I'm going full pips anyway. And I'm not riding the power faders on it. And like maybe if I should hook up Game Glass and like actually set up MFDs, but
Makes me actually, I've got a tablet I could do that with.
You probably should. If you've got, you've got your look around machine, it would probably behoove you. Here, are you zooming to me? Should I hold still? Because I actually saw you somewhere.
I am at Hurston L5 refueling
Okay.
on my way to you.
Word.
Yeah, it turns out I just needed a stopover.
Oh, you needed some gas. Ain't got no gas in it.
I ain't got no gas. I know what's wrong with it. Yeah, so.
I was so annoyed at myself. So annoyed by running my Idris out of gas yesterday. It was so fucking stupid.
I don't know. Are you sure you did that? And Chris Roberts didn't just take it?
It's possible that Chris Roberts just took it, but I know I wasn't paying attention to it. Like, for sure, I wasn't. Oh, hello, honey.
Well, that's when he takes it.
Yeah, I know. Here, sharing.
Looks like you guys are.
I wouldn't blame yourself. Blame Chris Roberts.
Walton from Foxwell here. Glad that you're coming on board to lend
When's it gonna send me? Okay, yeah, I'm on my final leg to ArcCorp.
Nice. Well,
Took all this time. I ran back to Theta Station, dropped off a bunch of gear,
right.
ran straight to the gateway from there, fueled, went through the gateway, fueled again. You know, just hitting the wash pads real quick, right? Because that's a very fast way to refuel. I don't know why they call them wash pads.
I thought it was launch pads. I don't know why it would be wash pads either.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, I get landing pad would make sense. Maybe it's like a car wash.
No, I don't know. This is what they used to call the external pads on at Grimhex and at Orison. Think of it.
What are you folks working on?
Does anybody remember Orison? Or not Orison, Olisar, Port Olisar.
I don't. It was before my time. What are we working on with what, brother?
I just dumped my cargo because the elevators wouldn't open, so yeah, threw that out the back.
Oh no. Been there.
At least I had one shipment done on that contract so I could submit it.
Nice. Okay. Well, that's something. We're just bopping around in Stanton, orange level missions. I'm trying to unlock the red levels because they've got some blueprints I want. Allegedly. Also, just cash money, you know.
Do you need a gunner or another ship?
You're welcome to either, sir. We're doing laid back, fucking low impact. Laid back, low impact Star Citizen tonight. I had such a stressful computer day early in the day, and I just don't feel like trying any intense thing where, like, I just don't want to give Chris the chance to really, really fuck me right now, you know, like.
All right,
realize
brothers
how
and Chris,
slow
let's
he's
take
doing
it
it
easy,
right
huh?
Yeah. Just a nice, relaxing, mellow, shooting fish in a barrel type behavior, you know?
I'll park my hauler and jump over your server.
Bless. Did I invite
I
you?
will forever love the brothers and Chris
I
meme.
don't think I'm on your server.
Okay. Well, I suppose let me know when you are.
I was actually disappointed to learn that I wasn't the first to come up with our brothers and Chris.
Yeah, well, great minds think a lot. So, you know, you might have had it. It's just, that's all.
Oh, that's cute. They brought out a mantis.
Yeah, fake mantis. They can't keep me here. God damn it. There was a guy I was talking to on Twitter earlier today that said he was selling the Valacar fangs. And I was like, oh, where you got them at? And he was like, oh, no. I do the trades in deep space only. It adds flavor. And it's like, motherfucker, you know what? Fine. You know, sure. I'll just, I'll show up. I'll be in something retarded. And then, you know, once I've got him there, we can just jump in with a Mantis and the rest of the crew and like, buddy, you wanted to do this out here. I was going to pay you. And, but now, no. Now you're getting
now
pirated.
it's piracy flavored.
Yeah, now you're getting pirated for being smarmy. You wanted to have an attitude, align the 108 chakras to align the remaining ones. It's a good idea, Ben. Thank you.
Don't worry about it.
The chakras, isn't that the thing that Xena, the warrior princess, used?
It'd be chakrams, I thought.
It is.
Chakrams. So I heard.
What's up?
I'm just trying to be offensive here, you know?
Oh, well, perfect. No, we love that here.
We're on the stream.
Okay,
Blue
this
outer
is hilarious.
chakram.
I'm actually a little bit sick of this. Every time I just get kissed a little bit, just a little whiff of fucking ballistic ammunition hitting me. Now it's like, oh no, you got a torque imbalance.
Oh, yeah?
Your fucking thrusters don't work anymore. Now your aiming is all fucked. Fuck you. I'm kind of getting sick of that.
Yeah, I can see that. Although, again, that does, like, I can see how that would be the vibe, though, on the M80. Right? Like, oh, it's this beautiful luxury. The idea of a luxury fighter is already kind of like, that's rude as hell, you know? Just like, I'm going to be super comfortable while I kill you, you know?
I'm thinking I might actually get a Gladiator and try that thing out.
Oh, yeah, okay. Gladiator is the extra spiky looking, not quite a bomber, right?
It looks like the F7's older brother, which is pretty much exactly what it is.
Okay. Oh, I still want an executive F7 pretty bad. Like, that's the fighter that I wanted the whole time was the Hornet F7. The F7A specifically. Just because it's got all the good stuff.
Is that different than the Stealth Hornet?
Yes. Well, it's got... so the... Well, at least I think it is. Does the Stealth Hornet have size 3 nose mounts? Or size 2?
Oh, this
It
asshole
does
is on me
have
like
some
stinking
swap
shit.
out. I just did it because Stoli said you have to do this one. And he said a lot of Star Citizen stuff that sounded really cool. So, yeah, I did.
Okay. Well, I'll check this. So I think the Stealth one has got size 4s under the wings, size 3s on the turret, and then size 2s on the nose guns. And so it has slightly less firepower than the F7A, and I think the F7A has also got better armor, and I think it's also got better capacitor, but that I could be wrong. Get that fake Mantis ass. Get out of here, you. It's for executives who want to hunt down the pores for sport, a noble pastime.
Based?
Okay, that actually did enough damage to me. I'm going to have to
Well,
grab some repairs.
I mean, if you just want to come on in and park it, you can come on in and park it. You should probably
Yeah, it's
reset
safe
your...
enough to do that, probably.
Yeah. You should also probably set your spawn so you don't end up back in Nyx.
Mm. You're going to want to close that gate.
Yeah, gate's closing. It's fine. Are you down? Engines off?
Engines are off.
All right. Well, we move.
Uh-oh. What's a network error 30013?
Well, that would be the dreaded 30K, sir.
Oh boy. Just
Why is it
as
dreaded?
I was about to land.
It's dreaded because it usually disconnects you, won't let you back onto the same server, and so that means it eats whatever you had.
Oh Christ. That's
Yeah.
horrible.
It's pretty fucking annoying. It got
It's
me
going
at
to eat the ship.
Yeah, well, because it takes you out of it, and then you can't get back because you can't get back to the server that you were on. So, you know, the ship's still on the server, but you aren't. That's what it did to me earlier. When I got home from work earlier today, that was my second mission of the day, and it was like, oh, well, we'll just 30K you out of your address. Now you got to buy it again. Haha. It's like, all right.
Christ.
Buy it.
Well, claim it. You know.
Oh, okay. We were talking about having armor and all that. If you had it all decently done up, and your armory all loaded, and then you get that error.
Well, that's why. Okay, so like right now, I could put stuff in the armory. It's just that I can't save it in the snapshot, the insurance snapshot. You know. But they're talking about having it working where you do, and like that's an option, right? Like you don't have to, but you can. Well, for sure I will, and then I'll have all that insured on the Idris, and it seems like the price to claim it didn't change much from when I upgraded the when I upgraded the radar on it. So I don't think it would change much with like the weapons and armor set up in the armory. But like just to be able to have like, okay, I think there's like 40 weapon slots in the armory. And so I could set up like, okay, I got space AKs for everybody, and I got the you know, there's ammo ready for you. And so like we could actually, on the next free fly after that, we would be able to like host people and just like, nope, come on, you're coming with me. Gears in the armory, let's go, you know, and then just drag 20 freebies along and actually show them a good time in the game where they might want to keep playing. That's just fucking cool, you know? Or I will still say the number one thing that's going to make it easier for everyone to play together is when you can log out on ships that belong to your org mates. When you are part of someone's organization, you should be able to bed log on their ships when there are multiple beds. And maybe even have like apparently there's a limit to how many vehicles I can put inside this vehicle, and the number used to be like 20, but now it's 10, or it used to be 15 and now it's 10. I didn't know there was a limit, and so, you know, when I had like 8 Icties in here, and then was starting to get mad when I'd try and put a ship and then it kept disappearing. Well, that was why. It just didn't say so. You know, I didn't know that. Now I know.
Okay, you can try inviting Imperial Zenta again.
All right.
Settled on your server.
Bless. Well, here, let me kill this one thing right here. Real quick. There. Okay.
Oh, I don't like that.
What happened?
Seemed like server lag.
Oh, dear. Zenta. An Imperial Zenta.
Got it.
Bless. Oh, this ship looks so cool when I've got like actual gunners.
You're on an Idris right now?
Yes, sir.
Idris and Stanton.
Yes, sir. Well, like I said, low impact, bopping around nicely.
He says low impact and he has an Idris.
Yeah.
So is this the equivalent of killing slimes?
Yes. We're making money killing slimes. As a level 100 hero in another world. That's how this works.
But I like killing slimes.
I also
Yeah, we'll
like
get
that.
like 5 rabbit paws
Right, exactly.
and like 3 jars of slime.
Well, the important part that we're doing is leveling
Making
up.
money.
Well, that. But it's not.
That too.
Once we split it between all of us, it's not that much money. The rep for Foxwell is the thing that actually makes a difference. Because those, you can get up to the red level ones, and those can get pretty cool, I think. I've heard. So I've been told.
I don't know. I'm pretty
Sharing-
poor, so it is a lot of money to me.
Okay, well, hell yeah, good. Negative cortisol, positive swag. Exactly. The Blair Pestness? No, Mycodius?
Welcome on board. I'm Walter.
We do not wish
Contact.
the Blair Pestness.
You may proceed with your contract.
What are you pulling up on, Zenta? Or with, rather?
M80.
Hell yeah. Well, I don't know how much M80 room I've got in the...
Yeah, you're
I
pretty much out
have
of
no
M80
problem
room.
to ditch it.
Okay. Oh, shit. Here we go. Hell yeah. It's so much nicer to just like jump for a few seconds between missions than for like an
I had it with
hour.
Nyx. Yeah. Oh my god. They were so long.
So long. I'm like, there's got to be a balance from one to the other. I sincerely hope when they bring the planets online in Nyx that they have like stuff going on around the planets that it doesn't have to be so far away.
I hope the planets are fun to just fly around.
I feel like they're gonna be. It's supposed to be, the new Genesis planet tech, and it's supposed to be like that. They've got a good idea, and we'll see. I don't know, but I feel like they're playing it like it's going to be like a real draft instead of a sketch of what they want the planets to be,
Yeah, that's cool. If they really can get this Genesis tech working the way they say it's going to work,
Mm-hmm.
then they will be cranking out entire systems in a matter of like a couple of months each.
Yeah, well, not even a couple, but like it should be very, very fast. They should be able to iterate incredibly quickly, and like if the system works the way they say it does, then it becomes. You can just set one guy on it, and he can, a couple of weeks, and he's got another star system for you. Because the mission system is supposed to work with the Genesis system in a way that, they're creating points of interest together, and then things for you to do there. And so
Yeah, and that really sounds like a proper MMO
it does.
when you're talking about that. Like that means instanced areas. You show up, you've got a whole place that's all worked out for you.
Yeah, so I'm hoping they keep instancing to the barest minimum. I don't want instancing. So I'm from EverQuest, right? Like that was my jam as far as MMOs go. And the distinct feeling of an MMO vanished once instancing was possible. Because the whole thing, I was actually talking to somebody about this on Twitter the other day, and I realized that what makes an MMO different from other games is the fact that you will occasionally run into a stranger. Like you can, and it could be a nice stranger or it could be a very bad man, and you don't know what it's going to be. And so that gives a real, like you have to be aware of your surroundings. Like the jokes about Bobs in Star Citizen, and just the guys that are always complaining about PvP. Like right now, a Mantis and 3 Idrises could jump in right here, and we're just stuck, right? Now, that's not going to happen, very likely, but it could happen. We don't have, like, ways for pirates to hunt people down and stuff like that. We should, but we don't. And so instead we get, like, goofy griefer type bullshit, right? Like, you should be able to... There should be PvP missions where you can pay for the you could be on Seraphim and pay a motherfucker for the license plate of the ship that, you know, bought the most commodities in the last 20 minutes. And so you know who to chase out of here, kind of a thing, right? Like, stuff like that. That's a good PvP piracy mission where you, like, could try and hunt somebody down because you know they're carrying good stuff. That'd be so cool. People complain about PvP all the time, and specifically non-consensual PvP, right? Like, they want there to be...
Oh, non-consensual, right.
Yes.
Right.
Yes. Where, you know, they're like, yeah, but I didn't want to do PvP. I just wanted to fly around in my ship. And it's like, yes, that's why it's PvP. You know, obviously nobody wants to get pirated. So
And nobody wants to get mugged.
yeah, nobody wants to get mugged. And they're like, yeah, but you gotta have safe. Whoop, shit. You gotta have safe places.
That was close.
It was close, but I missed. You gotta have safe places for people to do mundane shit. And I was like, yeah, you do. They're called armistice zones. You know, and just like in real life, you can stay in the very safe places and you'll miss most of the game. And that's it. You know. Well, then I wouldn't be able to do this content or that content without the possibility of PvP. Yeah, man. You can't go to Brazil in real life without the possibility of PvP. That's how that shit works, you know?
That's okay. I don't want to go there.
Exactly. And that's fine. But like, and I don't want to go to Brazil either, brother. But
No, I want to go to Space Brazil. On my computer.
On my computer, I want to go to Space Brazil.
Yeah.
Exactly. We're gonna go to Space Pakistan again.
That sounds fun.
You know, but I don't think instanced content is where MMOs go to die, because the more of your players are in the instance, the less they can run into each other, unless you specifically like.
That's me.
So the way Star Citizen has done instances so far is that they're not really instances. What they'll do is they'll have a mission location and they'll spam like 30 of them through a system.
Yeah.
And then when you do a mission, you get assigned like one of them.
Yeah. And that's fine.
And that means that other players can show up, but it's not going to be the entire fucking lobby.
Right. And that's fine. It's just an instance.
Stay there.
Oh, okay. What are we doing?
EVA.
Okay. All right, I'm holding position. Turreteers,
I'm coming back
enjoy.
in. My game froze.
Oh,
Lucky
no.
me.
Oh, boy.
Why am I losing my pip? Give me my freaking pip back.
I don't know. They might be walloping my radar while I'm holding still. And Zinta, if you know where the bottom turrets are, grab a bottom turret, because we got the upper level covered as fuck. It does look so fucking cool.
Alright, hang on. My daughter called for her potty.
Ah. Well, that's very nice of her, instead of just surprising you, I suppose.
All right, I'm back.
Welcome back. All right, everybody's in, everybody's safe. Moving. Shamoving.
You're safe from everything but Chris Roberts.
Yeah. Oop, found a rock.
Rock detector's working.
It is. It's working very well. We got no problems on the rock detector.
What sort of turret should I be looking for downstairs?
Okay, so if you go to where the stairs in from the hangar, you'll see a ladder going down. Do you know where that stairwell is?
I'll set a spawn point in the med bay first.
Yeah, good call. Good call.
Because, you know, Chris will somehow get me inside your ship.
He will. But all right, so you go to the stairs down to the hangar, and in the middle of that stairwell room on the floor, there's a ladder that goes down. You go down there, and there will be a door marked turret, and that'll be the turrets underneath. And then we'll have all sides covered. Not that we like terribly need. And actually, with this many people, do you want to go fuck with the OLPs? Pulling up an Amand Idris to the OLP is a very funny behavior.
What is that?
It's a PvP hot zone. Where it's very likely that we'll run into, I'm getting ammo warnings from the PDCs, so we might touch down at Grimhex for a second. Unless there's a good, full... I wonder if there's any extra large pads anywhere nearby. Because I don't exactly want to deal with trying to fly through atmosphere.
There used to be huge pads at the POIs at some of them. I don't know which ones still have pads, but most seem to not.
Well, I'd rather not try to deal with atmosphere, so that means Grimhex. But you know what? I'll check this forest station here. They might have one.
Oh, okay. So HCMS outposts, Shubin and ArcCorp mining facilities sometimes have Platinum Bay pads. Yeah, but which fucking ones?
Mycodia said it's not a true sandbox if you aren't faced with banditry and counter-banditry. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
We'll check Arc L1. Maybe Arc L1 has a nice... If docking worked, we would just slide up, dock,
if only.
Reload. We'll see. I'm surprised I actually ran a PDC out of ammo. That's crazy.
They're doing their job.
They are. They're working. They are functional. See, this is a good, this solid crew. Solid enough crew to look real scary. It's very funny to roll up and actually have the crude Idris. Nobody ever rolls in with the crude Idris. They're all solo players. I do wish that I had a mass driver on this thing, though. Mycodia says, those who live in fear will always be less. The Bronze Age teaches us that our lives are meant to be burning with passion. The safe never burn at all and fade immediately. Leroy Jenkins is remembered. Oh, hello, Mr. Constellation.
Oh, did we have a collision there?
We did. I'm fine, but
of course you're fine. You're
hopefully
whose M80 is sitting out in space?
That's mine.
Oh, did you jump it back, or is it stuck on us? What the fuck?
Is it stuck on us?
Crazy.
I didn't jump it back. I just left it there.
Huh. Okay. Let's see. There's
That might be
pads
my
here somewhere.
M80.
Oh, did it fall out the fucking hole?
It may have phased through the deck, yeah. Okay. All right. Confirmed. The M80
Yeah,
is not suitable for carrier ops. It cannot into carriers.
Well, it's just so dumb because I don't know why they bothered making it fit then. Like, what's the point to have? Okay, what makes it cool, aside from that it looks cool, because it does look cool. You know, I'm not gonna pretend it's ugly.
Uh-oh, I did the wrong thing. I touched stairs.
Oh, are you out of the ship?
Yeah.
All right, hang on. Here, I'm gonna pull around back to you. I see.
As I said, Chris
I
is
see
finding a way.
one blue person
Oh boy.
outside.
Okay.
There you are. Yes,
I see it.
I'm not familiar with the address.
I see you here. I'll pull up to you.
It was a little stair. It looks safe.
Well, you know, we must have still been shaking off some of the warp energy or something. I don't know. We were still venting quantum or whatever. All right, you are 1.5K away, and I'm trying to pull up gently.
Don't want to get him on the windshield.
Nope. All right, and I am.
Unless your chat pays.
Splat.
All right, you are 300
think you're gonna
meters
need
away. Come right
A
on.
really big wiper.
It's a windshield viper. The viper. God, what was that whole really stupid fucking joke? That it was just the guy with the accent talking about, you know, he was chasing you and he's the viper. He's here to vipe your windows. It was just such a fucking child joke. It might have been Sesame Street, actually.
Amazing.
All right, Zinta, it looks like you're on board, right?
Yeah, let me get the
I
door
just
closed.
saw him go in through the gate there.
Bless.
In. Airlock's closed.
Good call. Apparently, you know, we discovered that you really, really, really can fuck up your atmosphere by leaving the doors open. Which, of course, makes sense. I just wasn't expecting it to take so long to fix it, you know?
No, you don't have to worry about fires anymore at that point.
That is actually, like, part of the idea. From engineering, you can open and close doors throughout the whole ship individually. So you can actually, like, selectively open to vent atmo and put fires out that way. And unfortunately, as I'm pulling up here, it looks like there may not even be a fucking landing. So we may be stuck. Well, you know what? I can try the dock dance. It might work.
That sounds fun.
It might work. But I don't see a landing pad at this ARC station, which is weird. I would have figured they'd have. Am I stupid? Are they in the inner ring? Is that where it is? Because I just need to put the toes down for a second. Mm-mm.
I don't see shit.
Oh, no, there's landing pads. They're itty bitty.
Oh. Baby pads.
Oh, no, because that's a Perseus. Hang on a second. We might be in business.
Oh,
because that's Perseus-sized. Yeah, they were inside the ring. There's not any
I have the
more.
infinite gun looping sound.
Is that
Oh, I
right
hate
there?
that.
It's all right. That's one of the reasons why I turned down the sound.
Oop,
It's
shit.
Star Citizen.
Oh, come
Magic
on.
geometry.
Oh, no. Oh, shit. All right, well, we won't be landing here. We are running.
Time to leave.
Oh,
Boy,
shit,
they're
are we-
touchy.
They are. I accidentally crashed into a turret,
And they're just little bitches about it.
and they're very
Only we
upset.
could
I'd never done that
just
before.
blow that place up.
No, we just need to.
Get the fuck out of here is
get
what we need
the
to do. You're
fuck
right.
Out, and we shall be getting the fuck out. Post haste.
Shit, are we crime statted?
I am. I don't think you are.
Nope, we're not.
Oh, sweet. All right, one of us should get the mission to take him out.
No. It's just a crime stat 1. It said armistice violation. That's not what I wanted. All right, so I guess we just we will not be reloading. I'll have to go back to Grimhex some other time.
Well,
That's
this
fine.
isn't Grimhex.
No.
Grimhex won't shoot at you.
Right. Grimhex will
They don't
not
give a
shoot
shit
at me.
about your crime stat.
Share. Grimhex does not give a shit about my crime stat. It's true. And I will go there later.
Shit, did I get it? Fuck, I missed it. It's all good.
well,
Whatever.
Here. Share it again.
Got it.
Excellente.
These shared missions are actually going a long way to like slowly building up my wealth. At this
Good.
point, I should have enough to buy a prospector and trick it out.
Hell yeah. Okay.
I'm going to experiment with the mining. I want to see if I can get good at it. Collect a lot of really nice materials. See if
Yeah,
I
hell
can
yeah.
make a fucking blinged out set of armor.
Nice. All right. I'm about to
think
hit
we got most of
quantum.
the
Is
engine.
everybody strapped in before I push the button?
Good to go.
Ready.
Good to go.
Buttoning.
Ass is glued to turret seat.
Very good. Oh, well, somebody lagged. Here we go. I'll try it again. Bastard. Come on. There we go.
What is that big paddle at the ass end of the Idris? What is it for?
Big paddle.
Yeah, like if you look behind the bridge,
Mhm.
behind the engines,
Mhm.
there's this fucking peninsula of ship at the ass end.
Oh, well,
I
that's
can't tell what it's for.
yeah. So that's where engineering is. That's where the power plant is.
Oh, okay, that's the power plant.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
Fair enough.
It's
Fair enough.
visible from the outside so that it can be targeted, because that's what that's what you do is you get the shields brought down and then you lay distortion on the power plant as heavily as possible, shut it off and board,
I keep forgetting that this ship was originally concepted essentially as a boss fight.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Well, and so when we go to tackle one, just know that's where you focus. You focus right on that fucking power plant and we'll put it out.
That's that circle at the back.
Yeah. Yep, that's where
Roll
engineering is.
I'm just
in the
catching up with
turret
all my
that's
Twitter
right under
messages.
it, so let them come.
I wrote a long post earlier today about the that kid who was stabbed to death by the Sikh.
Ah, very good. Yeah, that was I didn't talk about that on Gladiodrome because genuinely it was it's maximally polarizing, which, while I personally enjoy, not everyone does. And really, the only way to talk about it seems like is to go all the way. There's no moderate position on the subject that
Well,
that
no,
has to be,
we're kind of all out of moderate positions generally.
yeah, exactly.
We don't have any more moderate positions. You know, centrists are fucking clowns at this point.
I
You know, every time
probably
they try
always
to
have
sort
been.
of-
That's the sneaky thing is, I bet, you know, all the problems that we're having right now are due to respected centrists 50 years ago not holding the center. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's just that the center can't hold.
Right. Exactly. You have
Can't hold. It's, you know, you're just standing in the battle in the no man's land.
Mm-hmm.
You know, where you have
and saying, guys, stop it. You have to stop.
right. You can be moderate, I guess. Even that just seems like cowardice to me at this point. Like the thing to do is to stake a principled position and then hold on to that position no matter who violates it. You know, when Trump does something dumb that violates your principles, you call it out because it violates your principles.
Yeah.
You know, and that's going to mean that you're going to be basically politically homeless.
Oh yeah, of course. Well, so like, I did figure out this is one of the consequences of losing my libertarianism was I realized that the first principle you have to have is win, because the rest of them don't matter if you don't win, because they are just going, like, whoever the winner is going to kill you.
Right.
You know, they are serious. They
The
meant it.
sad thing is that stupid Vosh clip of him going, I don't care about principled losing. He's actually correct.
Yeah. Principled. Well, just look at what the fucking, oh my God. Look at what the LP did last fucking week. These stupid motherfuckers. The first thing the new chair of the LP National does is disassociate from the Libertarian Party of New Hampshire because Jeremy Kauffman is a terrible, deplorable racist. Oh, go fuck yourself, LP National. So the way, oh my God, and Joe Jorgensen.
Yeah.
Joe Jorgensen speaking up again to be like, well, I'm considering I'm gonna run maybe. Shut the fuck up, Joe.
Joe Jorgensen is just a fucking nothing person.
I know.
No,
I reacted to her announcing that she's going to do that, whatever it's called, the exploratory committee about running. And I quote tweeted it and was just like, okay, yeah, she's going to run again. She's going to run while the nation burns. Everything will burn around her, and she's going to be lecturing, she's going to be lecturing people on supply and demand as every warehouse burns to the ground. Shut the fuck up, Joe. You know? Yes, we understand regulation is a drag on a free market. You know what else is a drag on a free market? When the fucking market's on fire, Joe. When the fucking market's on fire. God damn her. Just goofy ass first grade school teacher type behavior.
So
the plane is crashing. The plane is going down. The whole ass aircraft is going to lawn dart into the mountain range. But she is worried about the fact that we are out of Biscoff cookies.
Yeah, dude, it's so fucking dumb.
That's literally the person she is. I don't see her doing anything else.
No. So Mycodius says, I think there's a degree. Is it worth human sacrifice to Moloch to win? Libertarians in America are just allergic to winning. So the thing is, human sacrifice to Moloch is a trick that makes you lose, is the problem, right? Like, when I say that your first principle has to be win, that doesn't mean that you That doesn't mean race to the bottom. That doesn't mean do the worst thing first. It just means
No.
it means that do not, when you do know what's necessary, do not, the longer you shy away from it, the worse it's going to get. And there's no way around that. You know, it's going to get worse. And if you already know what must be done, then anything besides that is necessarily the wrong thing. You know, you already know the right thing and you're not doing it. I'm not doing it. I know what the right thing is. The part that I'm trying to do is a whole lot safer for me, which is trying to actually illuminate that to other people. You know, I wouldn't make it very far on my own. I still won't when it's time anyway. But maybe, hopefully, someone will, and I will have helped them find it. You know, but Ben says it's the protagonist arc. No. See, that's part of the gag. That's part of the gag, buddy. It's just, you got to remember. I am the antagonist of the wrong person's story. That's the gig. Somebody has main character syndrome and shouldn't. That's what makes me the antagonist.
Well, they can be an hero.
They sure. I sure hope they do. I sure hope they do. It's a whole lot better than the other option. So just for their sake, tally ho, and get on with it, boy. Because, but yeah, it's not. No, if I thought I was up to the wrong thing, I wouldn't do it. The problem that we have is that there's an awful lot of people who are focusing on the wrong thing. Are the libertarians correct that, you know, less regulation and private security and da-da-da? Yeah, sure, of course. Of course, those are foregone conclusions, and I wish they would forewent. Because
here's the thing: libertarianism is correct.
Yeah.
If it's operating under, like, if you grow it on the correct substrate, it works beautifully.
The actual principles of libertarianism are correct. The way that it is practiced, in the same way that every single philosophical practice is co-opted by the lazy and the stupid, so is libertarianism, right? Like the hate that I give libertarianism is like, hey, guess what? I didn't mean Jeremy Kauffman, right? He's got a pretty good handle on shit. He's handling stuff at home, and he's standing up to whoever he needs to in whichever way is necessary. And you know, he's a member of the tribe, so I'm not saying to trust him. I'm just saying he's a pretty good example as far as libertarian goes. But I wouldn't expect him to be loyal to me. The thing that the thing that libertarians are the best at is being very mercenary, right? Oh, we have a new follower. Posigbertkog 7 on Kick.
Wait, I don't like
sounding pretty auto-generated.
That does sound pretty auto-generated. If only I had a beautiful wife with the moderation tools.
When you say libertarian is essentially correct, libertarianism is essentially correct. You know, what thesis statements are
so
referring to?
when you
libertarianism, go on.
The actual points as described, like, okay, so like the non-aggression principle is sound. You know, it's just the thing that people get wrong about it is they are really bad at realizing when they've been aggressed upon, actually, you know?
Yeah, that's fair.
Sure.
And so, like, I am currently being aggressed upon, genuinely. Like, my neighborhood being what it is, there are definitely trespassers, there are definitely, like, and I've asked them to leave. I have been kind but firm in letting them know that it's past time to go. And so in a just libertarian world, it's now time for me to go beat their ass until they do leave, because the aggression is their presence, right? Like they shouldn't be here. I am not safe to sleep at night because of this. My wife is not safe to sleep at night because I know they're within walking distance. Like if I get on my roof and I look around with my optics, I can see camps. I know where they are. It's too close.
no.
That's too close. So, and they know where I am. And thus far, I've only had to chase them off my porch a couple of times. But like maybe next time I don't chase them off the porch. Maybe next time I just go, oh, he was breaking in, and so now there's a bunch of holes in him that are new. You know, and fuck it, man. You know,
Without doxing yourself, like what general region of the country are you in?
well, I've mentioned before I'm in Texas, and there's definitely it's not. I live in a city in Texas, and it's just boy oh boy, it's ever since Katrina, none of this shit's the same. Okay, like there's a.
Don't I know it?
Yeah, dude. There's an awful lot of Louisiana that I wish would gumbo its ass back where it came from.
Yep.
You know, I really wish that fucking whatever, I forget the name of the dome. What was the dome that was in
Astrodome?
No, well, the Astrodome, but before wasn't there some giant
Or the one in Louisiana.
The one in Louisiana. I wish that they had welded those doors shut and just poured the remainder of the levee water into it. That would have solved an awful lot of problems. But didn't happen that way.
It's Superdome.
Superdome. Thank you. Just wherever it was that Barbara Bush was like, well, this is actually working out quite well for many of them.
Oh my God.
Do you remember that shit? Oh, I loved that. That was high quality fucking snobbery. I really enjoyed.
Yeah, and I don't consider like George Bush to be a Texan. He's from
No, of
like
course not.
Connecticut.
I thought it was Pennsylvania, but it doesn't matter. Regardless,
Either or. I thought it was Connecticut. You
yeah.
might be right. I don't know.
No, I unfortunately I live in the map, the one map. I am there. So the homeless situation is very unfortunate, and you just can't. It can't be trusted. So in any case, you know, I've had to wake people up that were camping on my porch before.
God damn.
And make sure they understand that I'm saving their life this one time, and that it won't happen again. You know.
May I tell you a story?
You may, of course. Story time
All
with
right.
Doombeard.
So I lived in Seattle in a house with like 10 other people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, people came and went, but it was just sort of a cheap house to live in. I had a room that I kind of carved out of the attic.
Okay.
You know, it was nice. It was actually for a dude in his mid-20s. It was great.
Yeah.
One of my roommates, the guy who had the other half of the attic, decided he wanted to have chickens on the property, and he did some research, and he figured out that under Seattle city regulations, you could have up to 8 chickens in a residential plot.
Uh-huh.
All right, so he did the whole thing. He built a whole fucking coop
All right.
out of just like scrap lumber from some of his jobs. He worked in construction.
Yeah.
You know,
Stolen
he
materials.
had these 8 chickens. He named every one of them. He fucking loved his chickens so much. And the chickens started producing eggs. And man, did they produce eggs! So many eggs.
Yeah.
We were just giving them away to neighbors. It was just so many eggs.
Yeah, I bet it's super nice. You can actually like help sustain your community. You build your neighborhood by doing stuff like this. Yeah.
It was great. It's how
And
we got to know our
then-
neighbors. Actually, we started giving them a dozen eggs a week.
Amazing.
We wished we would take them. They would take more.
Right.
Yeah, I know that feeling.
These chickens were really productive, and some of them were Brahma chickens. They're large chickens, and they would produce very big eggs.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, so we had this whole business going on, and then in about 2017, we got the Seattle City Council flipped.
Uh-huh.
Sort of the last of the moderate Democrats got shoved out of the council.
Sure.
And it became majority, like, actual communists,
Yeah.
like revolutionary communists in charge of the city.
Oh, were they
And
our
that was-
chickens? Were they our chickens, comrade?
Well, no, it was more like, so up to that point, the Seattle police would sort of do these regular sweeps.
Oh, okay, okay.
They would move on all of the, they would sweep out the homeless camps and move them along, and all the RVs, the weird skeevy RVs that parked on the side of the road. They'd shove those along too, and basically turn the place into they would make the place hostile to people who were trying to camp inside the city.
Right. Like
Which is
any reasonable
correct.
city does, because of course you can't have that. Obviously.
No, you can't have that. You can't have weird, jobless, homeless, druggy people just littering the place.
No.
Because if you let them just camp out,
They will.
wherever they camp, it's going to become a very, very degraded place.
Yeah.
They're going to wreck the place. Over
if they
time.
weren't going to wreck the place, somebody would let them crash with them. They have met humans before. If they won't act wrong, they could stay at any one of those places, and that is not the case.
Oh, they already burned all those bridges.
Yeah.
So we had a homeless encampment right on our fucking street. It got bad enough that sometimes I couldn't park on our own fucking street.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, sometime in 2018, the chickens were about 2 years old. They were still producing eggs like mad, except they stopped. They kind of slowed down. We weren't getting as many eggs out of the chickens anymore.
Yeah.
So, fella put a lock on the chicken coop.
Uh-huh.
And then the lock was broken.
Yep.
And, they were cutting open the wire.
Mm-hmm.
And then he put a camera up just to confirm it. Yep, for sure. So that they were sneaking into the chicken coop and they were stealing the eggs.
Oh, yeah.
So what did he do? He put a much tougher lock on the chicken coop and he surrounded it with much tougher wire.
Mm-hmm.
That it was much harder to get through.
Sure. Yeah, it's still broken.
And basically to just to raise the level of effort one would have to go through to actually get at the chickens and the eggs.
Yep.
And then 2 of the chickens got very, very sick.
Mm-hmm.
He ended up taking these chickens to a vet, and the vet concluded that they had been poisoned.
Right. Yes. Along with outside cats, along with your dogs, along with anything they can get there. They are not unfortunate people. In fact, I would wager that they have actually been too blessed, far too blessed to have made it as far as they have with the way that they behave, sharing an admission. But
I'm going to tell you another very brief story.
Okay.
I ended up talking to a dude who had been homeless.
Yeah.
He'd been one of those guys camping on the street.
Sure.
He had, at great personal difficulty, he had managed to get off of heroin. He'd been on heroin at the time.
Sure.
This was before fentanyl came in and kind of took over.
Right.
He got off of heroin. He managed to actually get a job. He wound up kind of working through being a line cook for a while before finally actually started making it as a professional. He had a business. I forget what his business was, but he climbed out of that pit.
Yeah.
It was difficult. He was one of those degraded fucking assholes in the camps.
Yeah.
And I actually asked him one time, because he was talking about it. He was talking about the homeless situation in Seattle. He was shaking his head and he was saying, man, they're just doing it all wrong. They're doing it all wrong.
Mm-hmm.
And so I made the mistake of asking him, hey, dude, really though, what do you
how would you do it then? What do you mean?
His answer, this is not me saying this. This is what he said. He said, you're going to have to kill them all.
Yeah. I mean,
basically.
I have been one of them. I know how bad they are.
Yeah. We
need to kill them all.
They got to go. You can't have that life.
Yep.
Dude, So when I
Actually, that is the
I don't know.
moderate position.
Like,
that is the
gee,
moderate
you understand? Like, I am still reeling from
Yeah,
that. I'm
yeah,
not like I can't have that. I can't own that answer.
Right. Well, and I understand. Listen, this is not the answer that anyone is prepared to live with, you know. And
I
like
don't know.
well, so I
I'm not there, man.
Right.
I can't take
right.
it.
Well, so and that's just it. Is that like generally speaking, the royal we of it is not actually ready for that, and that's a problem, I think, because it's going to be easier to get people ready to accept that than it is to fix homeless people acting the way that they do that makes them homeless. Now, I would also say that in the same way that I don't think we actually have to kill all criminals, like all violent criminals. We don't actually have to kill them all. We just have to kill some of them as spectacularly as possible and have everyone cheer about it. Because that's actually what makes the difference is people cheering about it, you know?
You know, one thing that does happen for people, you can wake a dude up out of a really degraded situation.
Yeah.
If you demonstrate serious consequences to it.
Well, and not just, but like the kind of consequences that I think it actually takes are social consequences. They need to know that they need to know for real you will never be safe again. No one will ever feed you. This is rejected. We all reject this. And that will stop it. If you make it, so basically in the same way that like, you make it illegal to hire a hooker, instead of you make it illegal to be a hooker. I still think it's better to do both, but, if you make it illegal to give the homeless people money, solved instantly.
Yeah, that's a good option too.
Okay.
That should happen.
Yeah. If you are found to be giving a panhandler money, we're going to ticket you 100 times whatever you gave them. We're just going to start with 100x. Don't do it. We have programs, we have systems, we have everything they could ever fucking need. All you're doing is making it worse. And if you're going to make it worse, you can join them.
Yeah, you're incentivizing it.
Yeah. So it's got to stop. It's got to stop. There are enough shelters. In the same way that there is enough food. In the same way that there is enough of everything in America. You just have to actually fucking participate. Oh, but I can't because of A, B, C, and D. Fucking handle your business. A little. Yeah. Even the smallest amount. Like, you just have to, like, and really, what it is that you just have to handle your business in a small enough degree that it will still indicate to me that you are willing to handle business. That's all. That's all I'm really asking, is that I need to be able to turn my back on you without you hitting me over the head. And I can't do that as it stands, right? Like, God damn it, I want to buy. So, Hunt, you know what bird bangers are, right?
Bird bangers?
Yeah. It's shotgun blanks. It's really, really loud shotgun blanks. But they're for scaring birds off, is the idea. But I just want to put a bunch of those in my shitty Turkish shotgun and clear out just clear the camps out, man. You know, just a quick fake drive-by where I blast a 20-round mag of bird bangers in their general direction, and I feel like they'll find a different camp. You know, I don't have to. I just need them so fucking scared. I just need them to know that there are people out there less sane than they are. Like, however crazy you might be, nope, I'm worse. Get out of my fucking neighborhood, dude. Don't ever come back. I'm like, oh my God, there's a church. There's a church a couple blocks away that feeds these people, right? And of course they do. They do the soup kitchen thing, and it's a church. And all right, yeah, fine. Yeah, I understand. You're supposed to. But because of that, the camp is there, you know. Mr. Kell says you can buy civilian legal flashbangs, including
The
9
problem with the
bangs.
flashbang is it leaves physical evidence.
Right. And you know what? Maybe I'll put that on a long fishing wire.
Yeah, right.
You know.
And that's the problem. You know, every jurisdiction where this is a problem
Mhm.
is a jurisdiction that is hostile to us.
Right. Exactly. And so, I feel like we got way off of the subject, which was, you know, what is the libertarian thesis statement then that is, you know, factually correct?
Oh yeah.
And
So-
I think, you know, I used the NAP as an example, but those sort of core philosophies, ideals, I don't know what you'd really, just principles, those kind of things from libertarians are very functional as long as, you know, as long as you don't leave off the personal responsibility issue of it, where like when somebody violates the non-aggression principle, you don't have a freedom to use force against them. You have a duty to use force against them, you know?
So there is actually, I think that is what's missing from the libertarian mind.
Yeah. Is duty.
You have, yeah, exactly. Personal responsibility.
Right.
If
Well,
you
they want
have,
that.
if you have liberty, you also have responsibility.
Yeah. Well, and I think I don't even want to use the word responsibility. I don't like using the word responsibility generally in the same way that I don't like using the word respect, just because they've been misused enough that I feel like they get in the wrong place. Same thing with like fair or deserve. I think
Yeah.
that people misuse them so much that they are... they're not helpful in the discussion without an awful lot of preamble. And so I do like the word duty because I'm not, people dodge responsibility and they're very familiar with and comfortable with dodging responsibility at this point, unfortunately. They want to pass the buck. Oh, that's not my responsibility. You know, by standing on the word duty, I feel like it really makes them have to consider the concept more actively before they try to deny it. They don't have like a preset word that they could say to try and get out of it in their own heads, sort of. So. Plus, I feel like we've sort of set duty as a thing that like military people have, or a thing that you might have at a job instead of a thing that you have in your life. You know, that you would have certain inbuilt duties that you must perform as a person. You know. I haven't written it out. I haven't really. Ooh, that's a good. That's how that's supposed to go. Good job, y'all. Focus up on targets and just wreck them. But I feel like I look forward to a day when we can get back to saying responsibility. That'd be. But in the meanwhile. Making it obvious that it is individual duty is probably going to work better. I think.
Yeah. Most people, I think people who don't deal well with responsibility think of responsibility as fault.
Right. Exactly. Well, because it's whose responsibility is this, right? And
Right.
this is also, like I said, it's been misused. The word has been abused so much that people have an incorrect response to it, an incorrect reaction. It's just so instead to assign, or to discover the appropriate duties that someone may have instead of assigning them to. That's another thing. We do a lot of stuff where, 'cause I said so is a plague, and people have sort of taken the wrong thing, I think, out of, 'cause I said so. People don't understand what they teach to others, and they lack the community necessary to know the guy that could say it right. You know, like, you should have a family should have an esoteric uncle who can explain it properly, you know, and there should be an esoteric neighbor who can actually talk about these things with and like that your neighborhood could get a better understanding together. Because if I talked about it, anybody who hears me discuss these things as duties, it made better sense. If I was able to do that with the people who are in this neighborhood to explain why we have a duty to properly handle the homeless situation in my neighborhood, I think that enough of my neighbors, even though they don't know me or like me very much, would still be able to say, yeah, I guess I do. And then, you know, I can get 20 men who live in this neighborhood, and we'll just go clean that up tonight. You know, because that's how that's supposed to go. That's actually what we're built to do with it. You know, I calling the cops.
Shit, I missed it.
Oh, I'll send it. Well, here, somebody can. Yeah, I can just do it. Still trying to explain.
I could have done it.
I know.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have interrupted. I should have let it go.
No. I want you to get the mission. We're sitting here bopping around, but I think the next most polite version of what is to come is probably going to be somewhere along the lines of when that you will actually put together a posse, and that you will call the police when you're 2 minutes out from wherever it is you've got to be, and say, hey, you remember last week when I called you about this and this, and I told you that it needed to be taken care of? Well, it's still there. And so me and the boys, we're going to take care of it real quick, and you'll probably want to come fix whatever's left over at the end. Okay? We'll see you soon, officer. And then you just go fucking do it. And yep, you're all getting arrested. Once. But what about the next group of 20? What about the 50 guys after that who are not going to accept being arrested is the thing. Because at some point, the cops really do have to, like, they do know, the cops do know how outnumbered they are. And the reason that big protests work is because every official anywhere does look at that crowd and go, Jesus Christ, what if they were all armed? You know? And so in that way, protests do work, you know? But there's only so many prison beds in America, and they're full. So they've either got to start killing us, or they're just not going to have anywhere to put us. And if they're having to arrest us a couple hundred at a time, you know, they don't have the infrastructure for that. And there's only so many doors they can kick in before there's nobody who wants to go first in the stack anymore, you know? So the polite way is going to be, hey, you didn't do the thing, so me and the boys are going to go do it, and I figured I'd let you know. And, you know, we're on our way right now. So if you want it to happen peacefully, you'll probably want to be there before we get there. And that's it. And then you just stand on that until There's no more. Instead, the call can be, hey, remember that thing I called you about last week? I really appreciate you taking care of that. You know? But until those are their options, I don't think they're going to do it. And whatever city you're in that is hostile to us, that's fine. It's been hostile the whole time. It would be nice for it not to be, but I don't need the legal system to not be hostile to me. I mean, like, I grew up semi-outlaw. I'm not fucking new to the concept, you know. Like, I at no point was I excited for there to be a cop on the side of the road, you know. Like, as a kid, you get that part handled, and I've lived in some places where there's no cops, there's just state troopers and sheriff or whatever, but like, even still, it's not like there was ever a mutual respect type relationship. No, it's always been adversarial, so that's fine. I just well, that hooked the wrong way. Come back. Stop.
I will say there is the always potential alternative of just running for sheriff.
Yeah, you know what though? You're absolutely right. I think in places like the sort of place you live, that has
that
more
has legs.
juice.
Maybe where you live, not so much.
Yeah, when you're in bigger cities,
we could change that eventually, though.
Well, there are a number of ways that it can be changed, and I would like to see the nice ones. I would prefer the nice ones. I just don't think that, you know, if you're in a city of 10 million, that anybody in any position of power is likely to listen to you on anything unless you've got God, it's not like a threat of violence. It's just for people to understand that, like, no, it's for real. It's not just memeing. It's not just talking shit. I'm not going to go to a city council meeting and yell and then, you know, be hauled out by my armpits. I'm not going to go to a city council meeting and make a YouTube video. But the homeless problem will be solved somehow. It must be. It is inevitable that the homeless problem must be solved. And so how it will be solved, you know, just like every other thing, the longer you let it go, the worse it's going to be for it to be solved. And so that's the problem. You know, I would like to get these people off the streets in a constructive way. I would like for them to, God damn, I have tried to drag homeless people off the street and I've hired them. I've given them real jobs. I've found ways, like I've gotten them a place to live. And not like one, and not like 20, but like hundreds I've done this. And it's just been a fucking mess. You know, I've done all that shit. And so I know, and I've been the guy living in their car too, you know? So, or the guy trying to camp outdoors where you ain't supposed to be. But those are not the things that make it bad. The things that make it bad is that they look around and they just go, well, fuck them too.
Yep.
And I can't unfuck that part. There's nothing I ever was able to do that could put a lid on, well, fuck that too. And it's like, all right.
It's there's a French term called ressentiment. And it's basically they really just hate you because you have stuff.
Yeah. It's just,
and they want that stuff.
It's just,
but they don't want to work for it.
Right. Well, they don't see you work for it. And so they feel like...
They feel like you got it for free?
Yeah.
It makes sense that the nation of Robespierre would come up with that.
I think Nietzsche uses it more than anybody else, actually. Which is kind of funny.
You know, while I've been wandering in the conversation, chat was also killing it. Mycodius is right that nobody wants to be the first martyr who shows that the paradigm is fragile. That's very true. Hopefully there are people who are a better fit for it than I am that can make as good of sense of it. We'll put it that way. But yeah, you know, well, I was discussing martyrdom a little bit when the Hassan thing came up, because he is beginning his arc of martyrdom, and it was you know, he didn't want to be a martyr either, but he gets the chance, and you know, gosh, for the I hope he enjoys it for the glory of Islam or whatever.
Yeah, he's
For Turkey.
he really is legally kind of fucked.
He's the most fucked.
Well, perhaps extra legally too. I mean, he could get it from either end there.
Yeah. He's in the deepest of shit, and as an added
He needs to
bonus.
shut up.
Well, it's too late. I think he's already said names that he can't unsay.
Oh yeah, that was really
That was
fucking
so
stupid.
fucking
That is,
dumb.
Yeah. Well, and
Concrete
it's
boots.
nice to have confirmation because we always knew
Yeah.
that
Well,
there were Chinese influence ops going
sure,
on.
Yeah.
You know, that there was an intentional attempt being made, coordinated by somebody, and now we know
Yeah.
who,
Well,
to demoralize Americans and to make us despise our own culture.
yeah.
You know, their whole messaging for a long time has been America is trash. Criminals are good, actually. Everything that makes
Up is
America
down,
what it
down is up.
actually bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all what they're doing is they're doing Antonio Gramsci. It's all Gramscian damage. And now we know that it's this one guy. What was his name? Nick. What it is? What is
I don't. It doesn't even matter what his name. But because keep in mind, there is no such thing as an American billionaire in China acting independently. There's no such thing as that. He is a cutout being used by the CCP, and that's that. It's not. It's just the CCP doing CCP shit, and it always has been. You know, and as silly as it
Right,
seemed
because
when Trump was
they're
talking
not our
about
rivals anymore. They are our enemy.
right, of course.
And
Well, and
we're
they
dancing
probably
around
always
that
were.
fact.
They probably always were, and the rivals' language was useful because you know you say good doggy and you pet it until you get the stick you can hit it with, you know. So and for some reason, you know, we were retarded enough. Like, I don't know how we ended up with every fucking chip manufacturer in the entire world is just right next to China. I feel like that was a fucking retarded thing to have done.
Oh, well, it
And,
was an intentional move by Taiwan. Taiwan wanted to be indispensable to the rest
Well,
of
sure.
the world.
Yeah, and you know what? Gosh, I totally understand that on Taiwan's part, and that's what Taiwan should have done. I
Lord.
don't see how we allowed that instead of just being like, "Oh, Taiwan, you're so silly,"
Jesus.
and then
Well-
build our own. You know?
Well, I mean, we should just basically call Taiwan an unincorporated territory at this point.
You know, turning Taiwan into a U.S. protectorate of some sort would be a very provocative move. It's the
yeah,
kind of
of
thing that
course.
might actually start a genuine hot war with China.
Mm-hmm.
Or
Where's
prevent
this
one.
last one? Or
Because-
prevent one. Yeah.
Yeah.
If we can get them to fucking well, all
Why
right. Anyway,
does Taiwan matter anymore?
Taiwan matters for exactly as long as I still can only buy computer chips from there, and
And
When
not
now
an
the
bringing
instant
it
one.
over to
tabs
the
in
USA,
Texas.
so that supply chain has been corrected. Taiwan used to be a great friction point when
Mm-hmm.
the one administration or the if I recall, maybe the Democrats or somebody had an idea to keep this long extended chain, so you got this friction point that sits there right off the underbelly of China.
Where is it? We are missing a ship.
We are missing a ship. I don't know where it went.
So okay, where are we manufacturing chips now? If not for Taiwan.
Well, I mean, still Taiwan for the most part.
It's pretty.
A lot of work in
TSMC is pretty
Arizona
dominant.
has occurred.
Arizona?
Yep.
Okay.
Is
So
it Arizona now?
how am I only hearing about this tonight from you instead of it being like, haha, China, we don't give a fuck. We do this now.
Yeah, because we still need TSMC for sure. Like we can't do without that right now. It's also a matter of volume.
Well, sure.
But there's also, you got to think, there's also the fucking Netherlands that we're, absolutely reliant on. In fact, everybody is for the lithography.
Right. Well, and that one I actually mind much less. And
it's not as
congratulations to them.
Yeah, right?
It's that one's all fucking wizardry anyway. All right, this one is.
There's a better process that's being developed
I hope so.
by
Yeah, I hope so.
by
Too.
Singapore, I think.
Ugh.
God damn it!
Yeah. Where's?
Here we go again.
Give me Texas Instruments again, please. Where is Texas Instruments the second?
Hang on. No. Let me look this up.
Please do. Go ahead and abandon that orange level. The ship didn't appear, so I guess we just don't get it.
All right, ready for next contract.
Coming up. I wish we had more ballistics on here. I just want to kill the Polaris, but we won't. We're just not going to be able to do it. We're all lasered up. Sharing.
Got it.
Got it.
Very good.
So are you gonna hear me type for a second while I use the search engine?
No.
Known as
enjoy,
Grok.
Enjoy. Yeah, right?
Yeah, when you think about chips, you also have to determine the nanometer, the size of them, and what applications you're using.
Yeah, but
The military doesn't need the super small nanometer chips for their systems.
okay.
That's true.
And most of, like, if you're getting down into AI stuff, smartphones, yeah, you need the smaller size. So Arizona's still working on doing the expansions.
Okay.
That's over time, we're going to see less and less dependence on the TSMC. The big thing I'm looking for is when those Netherlands fab plants start to onshore onto the USA.
Well, here's hoping. I genuinely hope that your outlook on that is correct, because it's been an absurdity. The fake global commerce thing of the last 50 years is bananas. Like at no point should we have allowed Taiwan to stand like that. Like literally everybody should have just gone like, oh, that's a hilarious move. Taiwan, no. And like that should have been it. You just make your own, and like that should have been a 6-month endeavor and not a since what? When did that actually start out there? Late 80s? Some bullshit like that?
For what specifically?
The chip manufacturer in Taiwan. When did that spin up out there?
Oh yeah, over the course of the 80s, and just kept growing and growing.
Yeah.
Especially as once you hit the knots, like year 2000, when the WTO happened in Seattle, that was a big thing I looked at. Like, why are these people out there protesting? And it took some time to realize. And Jamie Dimon recently said something, a very recent interview in the last couple of days, where he said, yeah, that what we did 15 years ago, that was a mistake. The RE globalization and moving a lot of manufacturing away.
Which should be obvious to anybody. I don't know. Like, I understand the idea of going like, hey, man, the cheaper I can make anything, the better it gets for everyone. I understand how that should be.
I was talking out my ass. Looks like it's Taiwan that was developing the... No, but there is a better... it's called the angstrom process. I don't know what that's actually about. But we're getting away from the tin lensing.
That's right.
It's really interesting. So the way the current lithography process works is they focus a laser using vaporized droplets of tin.
Okay.
And it has to be a very precise amount of tin.
Right.
That it's crazy. It's just it's nuts how this process works. But yeah.
Yeah, they shoot the tin with one laser. It starts to shape it, and in microseconds or even smaller than that, they shoot it again, and I think a third time. And then it's a lens in the moment, and then they use that to do the etching.
Okay.
They have to keep streaming this tin in. There are some YouTube videos on it with that plant that they have in the Netherlands and how they do this. There's only one place in the world that creates these machines for doing this, and then they export them.
You're not doing it in
So
your
the Netherlands
backyard.
machine... Right, so the Netherlands machine is what's currently being used by TSMC to produce the best chips. But this angstrom process is planned to be rolled out in 2029, which is, again, it's all in Taiwan. And yeah, we could buy the machines and we could set up our own fabs.
Well,
but
it's got to be that. I mean, you can't. Our supply chain to there militarily is nightmarish, right? I got oceans in the way, just the tonnage, the sheer tonnage required is such a pain in the dick. And like, this is the real reason for never offshore anything. Like, some of the stuff that I really, and I don't know, I feel like Elon must know, but I don't know how thoroughly he considers it, but like...
Oh, he's building his own chip fabs.
No, I know, but so the part that I'm not sure if he really understands about going to Mars is that the important part about going to Mars is the Martian Tea Party. However that happens, you know? At some point, Mars is just very hard to reach by Earth. And so you can take the total knowledge of humankind, you can go to Mars, and then you can turn back to the Earth and go, nana nana boo boo, I am now my own thing, and there's nothing you can do about it. And then make all their own shit on Mars, right? Now, in the same way, like, this is half of the reason that America was, has been such a player for the last 200 years, is that, you know, we had the option to deal with the old world, but not the requirement on a lot of things. You know, the physical boundary that the oceans afforded us gives you you get a similar philosophical boundary with an 18-month traversal of space once every 3 years to get to Mars. You know, they can't just, no matter how angry Trump or Kim Jong-un or whoever is with you, no matter what missile they launch at you, it simply won't make it there, you know? So that gives you all of the chance in the world to innovate in whatever way you want, politically or culturally. And so that's the other half of the value of Mars is that we have the chance to only bring what you want with you, and then the rest can fuck right off, right? And then you can get a good 200 or 300 years while, it's prohibitively expensive for everybody to come fuck with you to get everything done that you need to. And just, and you don't have to worry about, okay, but China might fuck with Taiwan. Okay. Well, bitch, that sounds like some shit you should handle then, I suppose, Like that's, you don't have to actually deal with it. I don't have to wonder about the Strait of Hormuz. Is it open? Is it closed? Are we doing this? Are we doing that? It doesn't matter. I'm way over here.
It depends on timelines. The other thing, if you draw a long enough timeline, just say Mars gets all set up, and you say 10,000 years, you now have a new species of human.
Sure.
Because Mars will, in order to survive Mars and stay there for a very long time, there's adaptations our bodies would have to make.
Well, Now, here we go.
Elon has said that he needs about 1 million tons of cargo there to get a base set up. And probably 1 million humans to incubate it to get that up and running.
Yeah, it's just right after that is when you turn around to the nations of Earth and go, so funny story. I was lying. But you get your 1 million tons and your 1 million people and who know they're not going back to Earth, right? And then and are happy to not go back to Earth, and then you go, well, we're declaring independence.
There are plenty of good reasons to be very happy to never be going back to Earth.
Exactly. Exactly. You can find them on the color wheel, I think.
That's all I'll say.
What's that, Ben?
Earthling supremacy. I'm looking forward to it.
Okay. Well, I mean, human supremacy, sure. I don't know. I think that I think it's one of these big opportunities for humanity, where I worry so the making consciousness multiplanetary thing, I agree. That's a big thing. That is super important. And I don't trust Pakistan to not use nukes because they did a silly dance the wrong way. They are fucking retarded. Like the greatest Pakistanis are still wildly stupid. And so I don't know how they got nukes. I don't know what the story is there. I never looked it up. But just whatever the story was,
like given them.
But they
stole them or were given them.
Yeah. It should not have ever occurred. You can't do that. You might as well give nuke. Well, nope, I'm not going to say that. But you just. Oh. Nice.
They keep doing that.
They do. Yeah. That's fine. I think that the AI gets confused that it keeps going back and forth trying to target us as people instead of as the ship, and then the ship is in the way, or at least I think that's what happens.
Could be it.
It's a good theory.
A game theory.
Well, since we have a lot of turrets, man, now on this.
We do. Fucking Zord. Oop, shit. Right here. We'll get low so he's up. It does look very cool. Quite a boat. Nice. I'm realizing I may have run out of talk.
Yeah.
It's possible I've run out of yap. That's highly unusual.
Have yapped a lot.
I have yapped a lot. I have yapped quite a bit. Let's see, probably 2 more and I'll hit 9 million. And we'll call it a night, I think. Or at least I'll call it a night. I can pass the Idris off.
I am just over 5 mil at this point.
Hell yeah.
Happy about that.
Almost 1.3.
If you'll drop me off at any old port, I'm going to go get myself a... after we've done a couple more.
Yeah. Oh, did your M80, it was that floated out? For sure?
I'm pretty sure. Actually, I should get out and check. I need to drink a cruise anyway.
Sure.
Let's take a look. I'm going to go down into the bay and see if it's gone.
I mean, it probably was. It almost.
I did see the Guardian wiggling while I was walking through the.
Oh, god damn it!
Yeah, down there. Yeah, the M80's gone.
All right, we're about to jump. Everybody secure?
Give me a moment. I'll be in my seat in like 20 seconds here.
The M80 turns one-dimensional at certain points in the game.
Oh,
it just slips right out.
Got it.
All right, I am. Yep, we're good.
Jumping. Whew. Oh, goodness gracious, fellas. All right, so what did we solve tonight? We solved homelessness. We solved politics. We solved China.
Libertarians.
We solved Hassan Piker.
Basically, ropes and nukes.
Yeah. Well, no, it's it's funny. Rope will handle all 3 of those subjects in the end. Listen, I love that Hassan made himself such a fucking target for the Chinese now, because
are they after him?
Well, they haven't said so, but they'd have to be, wouldn't they? Because now this dumb fuck is stupid enough to talk about his Chinese connection publicly. Oh my god. Like clumsily. Right. So no, dude.
You don't put you don't put the name of the principal.
Right.
The guy, the coordinator of the ops.
Yeah. You don't do that.
Out in public.
That's so fucking dumb. Obviously, you will never meet someone who less wants you to say his name. So, we can look forward to a very tragic car crash, I think, for him sometime very soon. He'll drown in a hot tub or, crash his car. Or
fall off
something.
a 2-story balcony.
Exactly. Yeah. Some shit like that. Yeah. Because you can't. There are Chinese operatives in America for just such an occasion to be like, oh, well, okay, he's already run his mouth about this guy, and we can't really have him running his mouth in custody, and we certainly can't do any more business with him because, now he's being dealt with by the fucking Department of the Treasury. So you gotta cut him loose. It's time to cut him loose. And they're not exactly famous for, letting you retire when you are like what he's been up to strictly is fucking spycraft and espionage, like legit traitorous espionage. So it's not there's no he retired to the farm for that,
To be fair, I don't know how many secrets he would have. This would be the real reason they don't make it you guys.
You are cutting out real bad, Ben.
Oh, he does know their name.
You are very fuzzy.
But he knows enough name that the rest of the stuff can get connected. It's very stupid of him to have spoken about in the way that he does, and it indicates that, he would also continue to speak rather recklessly. which
Yeah.
is fine up till now. Like, his job on its face is to talk shit a lot. It's funny this is also a very funny situation for Turkey,
Oh, is it?
Yeah, well, because he's the most famous Turkish guy in America right now,
Yeah. Well, him and Cenk Uygur, which is
his uncle.
his uncle. Yeah.
They,
Yeah. God, Hassan is such a contemptible creature.
a contemptible creature. Yes. That is completely.
Not only is he useless, but he's a nepo baby.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, he's
In
the
such
annoying
cases.
sort. He's the
and
annoying
a
sort.
dog
of
abuser.
He's not even good at being evil. It's infuriating.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
I know. God, I would have more respect for him if he were good at being terrible.
Oh, if this is some kind of 5D chess, I'm gonna be so proud of him. For if he red herringed
No,
the
this is
Chinese
1D
connection.
chess.
Yeah, exactly. I'm sure it is. But if it turns out that he actually red herringed us on the Chinese connection for it, oh, good for him. What a good boy. What this is so nice.
No, there's a total of 4 squares on his chessboard, and they're all in a line. That's
It just goes black, white,
He's
black,
generally
white.
speaking,
That's it.
not a very smart guy.
He doesn't seem to be, but it would be nice. It would be a pleasant surprise.
the way he has blundered, like the Kaya thing, the way he handled that dog,
Yeah.
the way he blustered his way through trying to explain what happened with the
No,
dog.
Kaya, stop it. The fucking what? Just the clip of that, the way that he sounded, his speech in general, he's just such a fuckboy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whining fuckboy.
Yeah, which is why contemptible.
Very contemptible. It's true. Hey, bitch! Kill.
It's great, when you're in an Aegis ship and you kill something, it just says kill.
Yeah.
If you're in a Drake ship, it has to congratulate you.
Oh, is that true?
Congratulations. You have, yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
Moonshine had done. He had put together some Star Citizen videos. He does the stop motion animation stuff. And it's very cool. But he had done some videos where he's arguing with the Aegis system, the Aegis Combat Assist Online. That and no, I don't like this avatar, and turns it into an anime girl, and then gets he got Mozumi to voice it, and so then when he's arguing with the Idris, it's cute anime girl voice, and I need my Combat Assist AI to be customizable, please. That's a hilarious. Let's get it.
Yeah, now I want that to be Dagath.
Oh my god. Dagoth.
You mentioned Dagath is the voice of your ship.
Yes. This is a good one. I like it. We're in business. I feel like that's.
Hey, Nerevar,
moddable.
that Perseus, its shields are down. Why the hell aren't you slapping it with a torpedo? I think I smell Khajiit on that ship, Nerevar. I should really get I need to get the gravitas of that voice down.
Yeah.
You gotta go deep, and you gotta go sonorous, resonant with it. That's how he sounds.
I haven't done that impression. I should work that impression a little bit. Yeah, you're right.
All right,
It's enough of a fucking meme impression. Although, you know what? It might be wasted effort because the Dagoth TTS is so solid. Just the 11 Labs Dagoth is so thoroughly done. Maybe
You still gotta be able to come out with it.
I guess.
Like a good impression is worth it.
Maybe.
You know, like you've got a there's a TTS for Kronk, but doesn't mean I don't still do it down then.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
So
plus the ladies love Kronk. It's you gotta be
love
the
Kronk.
The ladies.
Dude, so I fucked around on what was it, the VR chat for a while. I don't even have a VR headset. I was just walking around, keyboard mouse.
I need you to not tell me about your Kronk ERP, please. I didn't
ERP, but I got invited to some ERP. You know what I mean? Like,
oh boy.
Yeah. No, dude. The ladies fucking love Kronk.
They do. The ladies love Kronk. There was oh, my wife asks, what is that? Don't worry, kitten. That's there's no need.
Well, the RP stands for
no,
roleplay.
that's fine.
You can guess at the E.
Oh, was that cats knocking things over sounds that I heard? Share.
Wasn't me.
Wasn't me. All right, here we go. Oh my god. My quantum drive keeps what?
I gotta put that away.
Uh-oh.
The cat's got one of the dryer balls. I must have brought it back with me.
What was it? The wool balls?
Yeah.
Yeah. Those are nice. I don't know if they actually do anything, but it seems like they do, and it makes me feel fancy. So, wool balls in the dryer.
There's a what the fuck is that?
Oop, what the fuck was that?
I don't know. A ship.
I wasn't even looking.
That looks like a busted up hammerhead.
Oh, okay. Well, that's fine. I don't need a busted up hammer.
Yeah, it's a fucked up hammerhead.
Okay.
It's missing the hammerhead.
Oh, okay. See, as we go around these, I keep hoping we'll find an abandoned Idris M.
Oh yeah,
that we could take. I just need. Oop, what's that? Yep, that is a wrecked Tiburon. I just need a loose Tiburon. I just need a loose Idris M cannon, please and thank you. Let me buy the fucking kit, whatever. I swear there should be a hammerhead. There it is. Okay, Bart Bigelow.
Bart Bigelow. All right. Very good.
You can play with him, shoot off all his guns, he'll be a flaccid head.
Well, we could do that. Or we'll just fucking kill him.
Just penetrate him with a big laser.
Wow. See, after 10 p.m., Haunt starts getting weird. I don't know what happened.
It wasn't me. Don't blame it on me.
Here we go. Get the fuck. Idiot. Get Zorded. X Jezebel X in global chat says, I've got 36 SCU of cum. Pickup location is your mother's gaped ass.
Okie dokie there.
That sounds like Levski humor.
That does sound like some commie humor shit right there. But fucking, it's so stupid. That's so gloriously dumb. 36 SCU of cum.
That's a lot.
That's a lot. That's so much.
You could fill a shipping container with that. And that's congratulations. Wonder how long it took him.
My honey, you must remember not to say retard in global chat because fucking they will chat ban you. All right. Taking our ass back to Grimhex.
Oh, shit.
I barely stopped. Like, I caught her as she was typing F slurs the other day. I was like, hey, stop.
Fucking based.
It's bannable. You have to stop.
Where do I get one like her?
Well, you know, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you.
I want one.
I know.
want one in
No,
tech.
they're great. They're great.
Do I gotta go to Romania?
You may have to go to Romania, but even then,
We're making a trip to that village.
yeah, well, it'd have to be a different village. She was the one from that village. See, the key here is that there's still not many. I had to scour the planet to find this one. So best of luck, genuinely. But like the demo you're looking for, and I've mentioned this before, but the demo you're actually looking for is girl whose friends dared her to make the account on the dating website who doesn't actually like it. All right? That's the demo. I promise. It's the only way it's going to work.
Damn, that is specific.
It is.
That's a moonshot.
It is a moonshot, but like if you're looking anywhere else, it's the wrong place. I assure you.
Oh, so definitely not the strip club?
No. With strip club, it would have to be girl dragged there by her friends. Like the girl dragged into sexually related social situation by her friends who doesn't want to be there. That's the key, you know? We got 36 GM to Grimhex. I hope everyone has enjoyed their flight on Pomph Aerospace, we'll say. I keep saying I'm going to make an actual schedule for streaming. But at this point, I think everybody kind of knows what the deal is, but I should put it out there. I need to actually do it, though.
I dropped in an hour late because I didn't know you were streaming.
Yeah. I gotta. There's like little widgets you can put on your Twitch page and stuff like that. I don't know, but I need to actually like pin tweet it on my Twitter, I guess.
Well, if you want us to come along, if you want to assemble the Avengers.
Oh yeah.
You just give us an all-paying.
Oh no, I know. For the reliable Friday nights, everybody knows that one by now. But I just gotta, I don't know. I've been flummoxed by other things rescheduling too often.
Yeah, that's a problem.
I don't.
Guys, get your shit together.
Well, artists. It's just time is a mystery to artists, I think.
Yeah, that's true. They're on that African time.
Not even. It's not even like I'm prepared in many ways. I'm prepared for like same day delay stuff, like always. It's just when I get I'm doing this today. So is it cool if we record tomorrow? And it's like, oh my god, that's a whole other thing. Yeah. All right. You know,
Yeah, these are people that wake up at noon, you know.
at 3. It's people who wake up at 3.
Yeah,
and it's
that's
just,
right.
oh, man.
I've known a bunch of artists. I've never been that kind of person. I like a real schedule.
Well, I have been that kind of person too, but you just gotta make, I don't know. I've always had the worst feeling about time done wrong. I don't like being late for shit. I hate being late for shit. I do not like it. I specifically
I've gotten
dislike it.
far better at being on time for things since becoming a bus driver.
Yeah, you'd have to, wouldn't you? Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. See?
Yeah, and there's a certain ethic to it because the bus can't be late.
Right. Yeah, exactly. No, there are people waiting for you wherever you may be, whatever you're doing. Somebody is waiting for you. You got to be there.
It's such a dumb job, but there's a weird sort of honor to it because the bus can't be late.
Yeah.
I've got a duty to these other people who are relying on me.
Yeah. Exactly.
You know, and they might be fucking animal goddamn middle schoolers.
Right. Dude.
But fuck, I still have a duty to them.
Yeah, yeah.
And I will goddamn well get them to school on time.
Exactly.
And I will pick them up at the same fucking minute every day. You know, and so that's what I do. And I don't know. Ever since then, it's been a lot easier to be punctual generally in my life. It's like it's a habit or an ethos that I have developed.
Yeah. I see an Idris outside of Grimhex here.
Oh.
Let's see what their armament may be.
Are you considering piracy, sir?
Yes.
Roger that. Readying to pirate.
What do we have here? I believe they are also sporting a laser, and so there will be no need.
We're looking at the ass hand at the moment.
We are. Yeah, that's another laser.
Penis.
I can't damn well tell.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Too bad. Too bad. Lucky for him, though. Lucky for him. Although I get, you know what? I suppose this is where I should camp out if I want to catch a motherfucker and snatch his mass driver.
You know, yeah. Wonder if a mantis would fit in the cargo bay. Or in the,
a mantis
hangar.
does fit in the hangar, and you know, you just gotta pop out and deploy. That's all. I mean, we're too close here, and it would be. I would have to like go full ballistics on the ship, and like for it to be planned to do it, or I could try and load up distorts. Maybe that's the way. To where, like, you know, we drop the shields with the laser and then just start laying in with distortion to shut it off. And then once it's shut off, we board. We board and we take it.
You know, it always seems like such a huge fucking ship for that tiny little hole down there.
Well, scale is a son of a bitch. Is
Yep.
what that's about. Oh, you know what? I might want to put out my landing gear, huh?
Yeah, you don't want to bump off the bottom too hard, huh?
Nah.
It's just like you gotta tuck it in there. Ugh.
Oh, I've never noticed this before. The Space AK
Yeah.
has an underslung Galant rifle.
Yeah.
Like that's the laser element from a Lumen or a Galant.
Yeah, it's crazy that it does both.
Yeah, and it just chugs. All right,
Yeah,
engines off. Let's see.
I
what
just
is-
didn't expect to recognize the laser part of the rifle.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's like,
It's all
oh no,
put together.
that comes from what? What? You mean a world that is designed to be internally consistent? What the fuck?
Yeah.
These are the sorts of little fucking stupid things that nobody else would notice that I see. It's like whatever designer did that at CIG, like whoever made that decision, I see you, motherfucker.
Yeah.
I see your ass. And I love it. So anyway, yeah.
You're at 82% armor.
82% armor? Oh, well, it should be.
82%.
All right.
Better than 1%.
And doors are open. Please.
Fantastic.
Mind your head as you exit.
Flee!
Yes, flee. And I suppose we'll, well, let's see here. Leaflet's doing nothing. Cool. Leaflet it is. Send. And guys, I'll be back on, barring any other weirdness, I'll be back on Monday with Ortho Chat, of course.
Oh, sweet.
And,
what are you playing with Ortho Chat?
well, we've been playing Space Marine 2, but soon, we'll
Do you want a third for that?
we'll make,
'Cause
well,
I play that.
we got one. Oh,
Oh,
and
okay.
actually, my wife was very
Hey,
good at
anyone
it for a
for
while.
revive on the pad?
Oh no. What happened?
You jump out of the ship door.
Oh no. You're supposed to go down the ramp. I'll pick you up
I don't
here in a
have
second if
gravity
nothing else.
on or
Do I have
gravity
anything?
off?
Okay, I got a med
Oh,
pen. I
no.
can come and get you.
Oh no.
Hang on, Zen.
All right, fellas. Well, here, I will. We'll pick back up on Monday. We're raiding Leaflet. Remember to spam the cubes at her for your raid message. Spam all the cubes. Yes. But for tonight, stream.